It was for a second, and then it stopped. I assumed it was an issue on my part.
Nope.
Correct.
I didn't want to interrupt you because you were doing your
No,
monologue.
yeah, thanks, internet. Uh, fucking asshole.
Does your
Are we
live, bro?
live now? Cool.
Woo! Monologue number 2.
Monologue number 2. Okay, so apparently I went live and it cut it, so internet problems. Storm going through. Joe's computer internet is dead. Daniel will be here soon. Maybe if we keep running through me doing the monologue over and over again, he'll be here before we know it. What I said, if you didn't hear, is first off, glasses off. Sorry, we're missing a couple players. We're going anyways. Joe's internet exploded. Daniel may or may not be here at 7:30 or 7:15. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, glasses back on. Session 6. Gravity. Group was doing some planning for macro
Also, your
where.
stream is not showing the map or anything.
Yeah, I know. It's currently blacked out.
Okay, okay.
I'm trying to load it up.
I'm just trying to keep
Showing
track
your
of things.
Because apparently when
games.
the stream cut, it jumped to a different window, so I have to start from scratch on that. It only broadcasts if I'm showing roll 20 though, because OBS will limit it, dependent on. And also now music. Okay, great. So we did a back and forth the first time I thought I was streaming but wasn't streaming, yeah. We had discussed that Kincaid currently has an issue with someone tailing him, and I asked if he wanted to resolve that. So he said yes, and I was going to ask just before it was made known to me that I wasn't streaming, that you are contacting Murphy, aka Delphi, to get an eyes on that, to kind of get someone looking at that for you. Is that fair, or was that not something you were going to do?
I was looking at it. I was looking at the tracker.
No. That's a separate
We've
matter.
we've identified there's a tracker on his vehicle.
Yes.
I need to mute your stream because I can hear myself and I hate it. We've identified there's a tracking device on my vehicle. We decided to keep it.
Yep.
Chody was able to pinpoint where it is. Kincaid wanted to keep it on the vehicle just to maintain appearances.
But it is separated and on its own battery.
Yes.
Yep.
Kincaid had purchased a disposable cell phone, and he would be using that to reach out to Murphy, yes.
Okay. And what would you like to ask her to do?
Honestly, it would be best discussed in person, because he's that paranoid about
She'll say, yeah,
some
we
kind
can
of bug.
meet. Where would you like to meet?
Oof. Where is she located again, John?
Yeah, so her
Was that ever
residence
decided?
was never divulged. She is located in Wellspring. She is in an apartment right about here. And I'll get her a marker here in a moment. But I'll snap ping it again. Very nice, higher end kind of location, but it's in Wellspring, so it's probably just appearances, to be honest. Wellspring is, we've discussed it a couple times before.
I'm assuming most mega buildings are similarly
She's not in one.
built. I know. I'm
Okay.
saying meet in the parking garage of H2.
Sure, yeah, you can get a parking garage there, but her apartment building has its own parking.
I'm not going straight to her apartment in a tracked vehicle.
You could go in Big Doe's car and leave your car here at 3.
If Big Toe's willing to chauffeur me around, sure.
Yeah, and if you want to take the crew with
That's one more person that could be photographed with me. I'll make sure Big Toe is aware of it before he accepts.
Okay. Doesn't sound like Jonah has any reservations or problems with that based on the non-response. So, you would then drive over that way as a group. you arrive. She lets you in. Her apartment is spacious, but very cluttered.
But before we leave, if who all's going? Is it all of us?
If we're hanging out together, I'll ride with you at least. You're my ride.
Regarding Grip, I need him to cover his face. Put on a helmet, put on something. If you're ID'd by NCPD, I'm sure we can come up with something.
Yeah.
Kincaid is that paranoid that if he is an actual wanted criminal, which was the vibe he got, if he's ID'd by an NCPD ping, even just, some patrolman that happens to have a cyber eye that can, do random face scans.
Hey, I'll put whatever the fuck you want me to put on my fucking face, copper. I just ain't got shit.
You find him a helmet.
Yeah, I'm sure we got something.
Yeah. Crips is being a good prick.
Oh, it's all good.
When you enter in, sorry, I kind of jumped the gun a bit. So her apartment building, I mean, it's kind of tucked inside of a heavy block apartment structure. Her apartment is technically on the 8th level, but it's technically the ground level. So let me try and explain kind of the setup here around H2, because again, you saw Macroware, and you kind of understand there's like a kind of verticality to this area. Mega Building H2 has like a ground level that's kind of larger and outbound out from it, and this overpass here, which is also the overpass that you would take down to Macroware, goes through it, but also like under it, and there's a large concrete kind of pad at that kind of 4th story level, about where the bottom of the mega building technically is. And then a lot of these other buildings kind of use that landing area as their ground point, and then there's subterranean, more roads and more shit happening underneath. The same is true of Delphi's apartment building. So it's technically ground level, but you're actually not on what would be considered the ground. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We're
on sort of a raised platform.
Yep, and it is tucked inside of the building. The building is actually a series of 4 U-shapes, and in the center is the primary column where a lot of the more luxurious apartments are kind of located. However, there are access points at the ends of each of the kind of U-shapes. And then inside of the open space in the cavity of the building, there are these small little like residential kind of areas that you can go. I'll show you a map of what I mean. So this is basically going to be the access to Delphi's apartment. This would be the door that goes to it, right? And then this is the way out. This door is not normally closed, just in this image for whatever reason it is. So just imagine that it's not. And you'd basically walk across the yard here. And there might be some kids playing basketball. There might be some kids just hanging around. But for the most part, it is kind of just pretty chill. You enter into the door. It leads into a hallway, which leads to a stairwell and an elevator. And there are a bunch of like signs along the side. And then beneath those are a bunch of mailboxes, like the apartment style kind of slotted apartments. What happened?
That guy had a computer issue. He should be coming back any second, if he's not back now.
Can't catch a motherfucking break.
Yeah, it's been funny.
Okay.
Grab all the cameras. You got this.
Yeah, put it right back in the order. We're good. So you would walk across the yard, enter into that door that I highlighted on the far right side. Long hallway, bunch of mailboxes, like apartment-style mailboxes, little tiny kind of like box holes. And then there's a door, or the 2 elevators at the end, and a stairwell. And that's pretty much all it is, just straight shot, boom. If you check the listings on there, but you already have the information, Delphi's real name is what's listed here, and you would know that she's on the 3rd floor. You make your way up, then you enter into her apartment. Spacious looking area. Looks like it's one of the more central kind of apartments. It looks like she has a lot of clutter that's kind of been pushed out to the edges. And when she opens the door, she does so with a remote activator. So the door slides open for you, and you would see that she's kind of moving out to the center of the room. For those of you who haven't met Delphi, I think this is the first for everybody but Kincaid. She is an older lady, not like noticeably so. It definitely looks like she's put some work into her appearance. But you would notice the first thing that you kind of track is that she appears to be seated in a wheelchair. It looks like a pretty, preem piece of equipment, kind of similar to Professor Xavier's kind of like, not the floaty chair, but the one that's kind of like a powered, like chromed out little chair.
Little Zamboni.
Yeah. She kind of maneuvers around the room to kind of greet you and says, so you're being tracked.
Awful sure.
Hello, folks. You're Squints, you're Big Toe, and you've got to be Grip, right?
You fucking talk about us?
No, he didn't. I got the info from Mal.
Mal who?
Kincaid would look a little annoyed that she has.
Flasher?
Flasher was the other fixer. Kincaid, as a favor, put the two in contact through Hungry.
And she's like, if knowing your names is a problem, I'll fucking delete them.
I mean,
but I might have
keep it in your Rolodex if you need a fucking job done, I guess.
That's the kind of attitude I was hoping for.
You shouldn't have anything to worry about. She's no longer with the department.
You didn't have to mention that, Kincaid, but thanks. She says, kind of looking at him with a bit of scrutiny, and then kind of shrugs. Yeah.
I keep strange company these days. They're a little jumpy about...
No, it's fine. I get it.
Our shared background.
So, you don't have much intel on your pursuers. Do you think it's Bart?
It's NCPD. I don't know how long the device was there, but it was in the vehicle. In my personal car. This one was able to dig it out. I gestured to Squints.
Hidden up there real good.
Yeah, I bet.
But I did have Mitchell visit me at my apartment not 2 weeks ago, so I can't rule him out.
Bart Jarvis is very thorough. So, you aren't for sure, but it's definitely NCPD. And he gave you that data you sent over.
I'll put the chip on her.
Thanks.
Sort of like side table.
Why the fuck would he out himself like that?
I'm sure he's got a backdoor somewhere, but I'm willing to bet this is no longer consequential for him.
Yeah, but...
Nor any of his current handlers.
If we get a hacker on that, we could definitely crack where it came from. Jarvis isn't stupid. He keeps his back end clean. There's no way that we're going to be able to determine... I'm going to put a netrunner I know on it, and see if we can't get the metadata that says who this came from. I just don't have a good feeling about it. If it was
I haven't
Jarvis,
had much of a chance. Go ahead.
If it was Jarvis, he would have kept it to himself. Why the fuck would he show it? Why the fuck would he apologize?
He put on a good show that he was sorry. Wanted me to tell you himself. I haven't had a chance to go through the files too thoroughly. I don't know if there's any pattern, if everything's present and accounted for necessarily.
Well,
but it's several gigs worth of data of incriminating stuff about the circle he used to run with.
We both know that he plays for himself, but he's usually a straight shooter. She kind of looks down at her, her gut. I don't think he'd be playing sympathy cards unless he had an angle, or unless he really meant it. Did you bring the tracker with you, or is it somewhere easy to get a hold of?
It's still in the car. I carpooled today.
Well, do me a favor and swing that by. She'll flick you an address. Swing it by there. You should be able to just drop it off, and I'll have a guy get it. That should take care of that problem. You said you saw somebody in the window as well. Do we have an ID on that person?
Negative. 3rd floor, building south of Shining Star. I'm not sure who exactly owns the building. They had a pretty good vantage point from that window. ID'd myself as well as this one and another. Thankfully, that's so far all they've managed to
I think I'd want him,
pair me with.
whoever this guy is, or at least the room that he was in. It's really very eerie that they would still be there after the gig was done. Definitely not standing operating procedure for Vice to keep an informant or a contact like that. Maybe he's playing, extracurricular. I don't know. Seems really weird. I think that once you get rid of that tracker problem, there shouldn't be much going on. But if anything else arises and you start seeing more patterns, please let me know.
All the same, I need to sleep sound. I sent you a shopping list before we left it. Before we came here.
She'll point to
I could really use this. I could really use a. What was it? Bug sweeper, and there were the descrambler and radio.
She points to
equipment.
There's like a table beside the door, like one of those little where you put your keys and shit. And there's like a plastic bag, an all foods bag, and it looks like it has a bunch of stuff inside of it. And she says, "Yeah, I went ahead and had that stuff pulled up. A couple of pieces were lying around here. If you've got the Yetis, send them my way if you want to keep them. If not, just make sure they get back to me. I'll let you keep them on alone."
Let me recheck the totals. I'll wire that right now. I think I have it.
Okay.
I'm listening. Sorry.
No worries. She'll say, now, since we're kindly, Mr. Big Toe, right? You are a member of the Faraway clan out in Dustin, right?
Indeed, I am.
You don't owe me shit, but can you possibly get my details over to Amanda Faraway? I'm trying to plant the seeds out here. I'm not, by any stretch of the imagination, as much of a Night City staple as Hungry, Regina Jones, other fixers around these parts, but I'm definitely trying to make a name for myself. I have some goals in mind, and I have some pretty big jobs planned. Bart Jarvis is definitely one of my prime targets, not so much in killing him, but disparaging him, bringing him to justice, making sure his corruption is put on open display.
And Kincaid's like clenching his fist over by his plastic bag.
I could do that. Do you want to join the family or just be a helping hand?
Definitely don't want. She kind of laughs a little bit, looks at her wheels. Most nomads typically have a little bit faster methods of travel than I might, and I'm definitely no good behind the wheel. Just ask Kincaid. But I would definitely like to get in contact with them if there's some work we can get them to do. I know that they've been having a scav problem out there in Dustin, and so have we in Wellspring. I know that Hungry is probably dealing with similar, and Mal's definitely having an issue with some very strange scavenger-related shit up in Watson. I don't know if you folks have heard of the Odette cults, but it's pretty fucked up.
Joe,
What's that?
we have.
Have
You
you?
heard of the Odette cults?
Have you?
You sent me a message or think about it.
It's your notes. I'm not playing your character, Jonah.
It's
I know Hungry
look it up.
Hungry was in a meet at that Bouncing Benny bar. I don't know who all was with him,
Okay.
but you very well may have been within earshot of whatever they were talking about. These were the like cultists that were trying to bring people back to dead or something.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I can send you information.
Okay. Just to kind of like really quick establish, Leo, you're here if you want to be. Let me explain.
I don't even know what's happening. Yeah.
Let me explain what's happening real quick. Hungry Joe Orbic, specifically, his internet exploded. He is Storm. I figured it was going to get somebody. And of course, it was the one with bad internet. So he's out. Saturday night passed. We did that last session. There was still planning that needed to be done. Kincaid decided to deal with the tracker problem and basically lose the tail and handle that situation. The bug is on the block, left inside of the car. They got in Big Toe's car and drove out to Delphi's. Delphi is another fixer in Night City. She specifically hangs in Wellspring, and she's a friend of Kincaid's. They have left the car, entered into the apartment area, which you can see on map. Her kind of front door is in there somewhere. They went inside and went up to her apartment and are currently talking with her. So you can be in the room like you were there the whole time, or if you don't want to be in this scene, I promise it'll be a long time before you roleplay if you're not here. I can promise you that.
Oh, then I guess I was gonna say no.
You might as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say no because I was like, oh, it's perfect. I wasn't here. I don't know what's going on. It's, I'm role playing so well. But all right, I'll
My
be there.
new friend, the hardened criminal.
Now, also, her base of operations, this apartment, is relatively close to Macroware, and Kincaid, you would know she fancies herself an information broker. So are there any asks that you have of her besides the gear that you just got?
Almost tempted not to involve her.
This is what she wants to do. She's doing crime, so...
Yeah, she's good at it.
Doing the crumb.
You up to date on scream sheets, Murph?
Relatively, yeah, especially
Delphi,
local.
sorry.
It's fine. She'll say, yeah, especially local stuff, for sure.
There was mention of Macroware, not too far from here.
Yeah.
Building being bought out by a video game company. Got people all jazzed about it.
Well, I did hear about that, especially after a bunch of young punks were slaughtered by Kang Tao security operatives down there. A couple of folks were interested in me getting more details regarding the matter. I've done some preliminary research. Definitely not planning anything retaliatory, because Kang Tao's Kang Tao. But from what I understand, the building is currently owned by Kang Tao. It seems that whatever was in the scream sheet seems to have been incorrect, unless Kang Tao is purchasing it and handing it over. Segotari is a subsidiary of Arasaka, so I don't understand what the ties are. Why they would hire Kang Tao in the first place, so on. And Macroware can't afford it.
Can't afford to keep the building?
Both. The building or the security.
The whole thing stinks of a setup to me.
Yeah? You got a possible angle on that?
Leo, who was that Lux character you mentioned the other day? Yesterday.
Hold on, wait. Lux Lee? You're muted.
Yeah,
Daniel.
that's the
Okay,
bitch. Yeah.
there. Delphi will say that's the person who's leading the security detail at Macroware. So yeah, sounds like it's probably a trap.
I'd love to
She
know
on
who leaked the
Cyberpunk?
information to N54. I talked over you. I'm sorry.
I can do some looks. I'm pretty good friends with Regina. She's got some contacts in N54. Give me a better half of the day, and I'll get back on you on that.
I'd like to pose a theory. Leo, you're not going to like this. This feels like the whole thing's a stress test for Kangtao security on the building. They're using the locals as target practice. They're using your tie to your friend to drive you into this building. Because you, of all people, seem like a disposable tool that knows the weaknesses of Kangtao.
Not uncommon.
Pretty sure spot on with that.
Yeah, Arasaka and Militech both have done similar testing in the city. Well,
it sounds like somebody baited your buddy into dumping a fortune he didn't have into an investment that's not really true.
I've got another friend in government. I can get a heat scan on the building, which should give information about what's possibly happening in there. Again, if this is... It sounds like there's something on the level here for you. These game systems. Is that something that you're trying to get?
Yeah, if they're actually there.
Well, again, I don't have any intel on that, but if you want to flip me, say, 500 eddies, I can try and grease the wheels, get a scan on the building, and see what details we can get on the interior. Pretty sure video game systems are going to pick up a certain way. They've got lithium ion and other shit inside of them, so your call.
Yeah, I can do that.
You flicker the 500?
Yep.
Okay. Again, I'll try and get it before the end of the day. Worst case scenario is first thing Monday morning. But, yeah. Another thing, too, something you may want to pass over to Hungry, some details. The war between the gang goons across the canal, 6th Street, and Hungary's favored the Valentinos. It's been picking up for the last couple of months. There have been some sightings of 6th Street gangers over this side, and the gang I'm kind of affiliated with, the Joe Boys, they've been having some problems dealing with these ex-military individuals. Just pass the word along to him. Maybe the Valentinos would be interested to know that this situation's happening over here. I don't know if Junior's contacted Zoe or not, but maybe.
Are Junior and Zoe names I would know, or are you talking to...
Roll local expert, Night City. It's gang stuff.
I wasn't even sure if she was talking to me. I apologize.
No worries. Just kind of out. Just saying
All of
whoever.
us would just can.
So that's good
15?
enough. Junior is the gang leader of a gang known as the Joe Boys that kind of operate in Wellspring. They're kind of the successor gang to a gang that was known as the Reclaimers. The Reclaimers were people who kind of took this section of the Glen and have basically made it prosperous. This area looks very gentrified, but a lot of the apartment buildings here are rent controlled because of their efforts to make sure that the people who lived here and were being terrorized through the time of the Red kind of got their comeuppance and were allowed kind of like a nice... fair enough. Then the Joe Boys kind of like picked up on that and have been doing business deals with companies, bringing in like food corporations, making sure everybody has like, walking distance grocery stores and that kind of shit. And then Zoe, I'm pretty sure that's correct, is the Valentino leader. And I'm double checking my nose. Cyberpunk. Zoe Alonso. Yep.
So Joe Boys and Valentinos have an agreement,
They're basically
and they're
the same
concerned
thing.
about encroaching. What was the third?
6th Street.
6th Street encroaching.
And let me bring up the big map real quick. Hold on. I'll kind of give
Sure.
you terrain. So Valentinos operate in the Glen. They kind of operate out of a bar known as the El Coyote Cojo near H3. And then they have like a bunch of shit going on there. This canal here, on the opposite side, this district is called Arroyo, and it's a part of Santo Domingo. 6th Street and a bunch of small, tiny gangs, which 6th Street can't deal with, kind of operate here. But 6th Street's headquarters is kind of closer into like Santo Domingo and closer to the dam, the Coronado Dam. 6th Street are a bunch of like old military heads and like NUSA apologists and kind of like gun nuts, effectively. Like they are very much
Old-fashioned militia.
Old-fashioned militia, yeah. And they claim that they're trying to protect the people in their neighborhoods, but more often than not, it turns into kind of like a mafia-style protection racket, or human trafficking, or just straight up like horrid shit to the people that they're supposed to be protecting. Valentinos aren't saints by any stretch, but the war kind of crosses over the canal, right? And most of it happens kind of here and there, kind of on Skyline East, which is that main thoroughfare that kind of runs up Vista del Rey. And it's been going on for a long time. So long, in fact, that Big Toe's like family was affected by it in his childhood. I think other members of the group also had childhood shit that had similar. Billy Guillotine was fucked over by the conflict, etc.
Miss that guy.
Yeah, good times. He's at work right now. Or not. Maybe the storm's got him too. So that said, any other questions for Delphi?
Big Toe has one. Delphi. I already have Mal sort of working on this, but I was wondering if you can get any information about Jasmine Blake for me.
Yeah, so I've already communicated with Mal regarding that matter. And I've done some preliminary research, but I haven't really focused in on it. What's the payment looking like? How much are you willing to pay for this person to be found?
Everything I've got.
Well, then I guess I'll turn up my engagement a little bit and look a little harder.
Thank you.
She'll nod. Anything else for Delphi? Okay. So as you go
I
ahead.
don't think so.
Anybody else?
I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm willing to
No.
pass.
I just like making sure that the air is open. If there's anything that I may not be thinking of that you would be thinking of, etc.
She's gonna look into the macroair building.
Yep. So you step.
She
out.
gave me a contact for the bug on the car.
Yep. You're just going to go drive it over to the location and drop it off. Is effectively what's happening. You come out.
Ooh, a battle map.
I don't know why Grip didn't have the goods. And then that, and then that, and that, and that, and that, and save. I guess this is the first time we've put you on a battle map. Hungary shouldn't be there. Grip, Big Toe, Kincaid, Leo, Squints. And you're coming out of that door together, and you can kind of put yourself in whatever order you want. And as you're doing so, you see 6 gangers kind of walking over towards you, coming through.
6 as in the number, or like 6th Street?
6 number, but when we get closer, yes, also 6th Street, kind of both at the same time. As
they have a theme.
As they pass through, this individual seems to kind of make a gesture with his hand, and you can see that there's a cyber deck on his arm, and the gate drops behind them, blocking off exit to this space. The group looks pretty battle-hardened, and one of them looks up at your group and says, "Hey, Big Toe, you're coming with us. You're coming with us."
Why?
You fucking know why. And they kind of click their guns, like, you know, like chamber their rounds, and you kind of, no, I don't. They'll kind of advance a little bit, but you'll notice that it looks like this guy seems to be not an operational leader, but kind of moving forward as if, like, you know, he's being paid to do this, versus the others who are kind of like holding back and kind of remaining a bit more cautious. But he looks like he's walking forward. This guy, in his hand, he is holding a submachine gun in one hand, just kind of loosely. Looks like he's got a targeting scope, laser guided, like, you know, cyber eye with like smart link shit. Kind of older timey shit, but he looks like a solo. He looks like a hired gun.
Alright. I'll start walking towards this guy until he tells me to stop.
Yep. And he'll kind of like have his gun, kind of take a hold of it with 2 hands, and kind of gesture with his gun for you to come with them. And if you're going to willingly go with them...
Oh no, we didn't say that.
Oh.
I'm going to start walking as close as I can to him.
Are you going to engage in combat times?
Before...
Okay.
You know what? Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, we're going to do it.
So tell me what you're going to do, because what we're going to go ahead and say is that'll be the initiator, and we'll go ahead and we'll go from there on the initiative count.
Alright, I'm going to get 5 feet right here, and then just sock him in the mouth as hard as possible.
Okay. We're going to get there.
With big knucks. Let me see. Do I roll for attack first?
Hold on. Let's get everybody on the initiative board first.
Oh, sorry.
Big toe.
Did anyone else think he sounded like Wario when he said why?
I didn't
catch it.
Happen.
I'm just saying, it was. I was laughing so hard. You're like,
I
wow.
didn't mean for that to happen. But it came out like that.
It was great.
I got a -1.
Wow.
You can fumble on
It was so
initiative roll.
Wow. You can fumble an initiative?
Yeah.
That
No one
sucks.
really has, but yeah.
That guy just did it.
Well,
He just
Look
did
at
it.
him.
Oh, that's the guy I'm
How
hitting.
embarrassing.
I got a 0 as well. That's great.
That's unlucky.
It's a turn order.
Yeah.
It's not like negatives don't count.
For sure. Okay. So, Cold Fire is what we're calling him. They will be going first. Bear with me here for a second.
I'll call him Dingus.
But because of what we discussed, the actual initiative will start at Big Toe. So we'll actually be starting on 15 instead of at the top.
Get wrecked, Kincaid.
What we will say is before we start, Kincaid, you see the situation. It looks like he's walking over. There is no reason you would have saw the punch coming, right?
No.
Okay.
But I do want to point out I had reloaded to armor piercing.
Got it.
Prior to leaving. I'm going to point that out now.
Cool. Totally okay with that. That's chill. And then this person who was on the uptick, they would have readied. So after the punch, that will trigger them going kind of ballistic.
So
Okay. They have a readied action.
I
just
have
get
an
fully
ROF
skipped.
of 2. Do I get to punch twice or just once?
So rate of fire is 2, correct. So this guy is fighting you in melee combat. You are going to make attacks, and he is going to make evasion rolls. So go ahead and throw your punches.
Okay. Ooh, 6. And then second one. Ooh,
You come
not
up.
good.
You come
Something's
up,
broken with your big knucks.
and you kind of
Oh,
like.
it is.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah,
0
there's
plus 0.
zeros.
Hold
What
on.
the
The
fuck?
second one probably still failed, but the 0 is not good.
Oh, I didn't choose a weapon skill. God damn it. It's brawling, right?
Brawling for big nugs,
I
correct?
think
Or
big knucks.
no, yes, brawling for
They're
big nugs.
melee weapons.
Or yeah, it is melee weapons. Sorry, you're right.
Melee weapons. Hold on. Melee weapon.
Yeah, there should be medium melee.
Okay. Alright, so what's the bonus? I mean,
Bonus would be your
What's your
brawling
score? You rolled a
bonus.
6.
I got, what would it be again? I'm sorry.
14 brawling bonus. So you would have
No,
rolled a
12 melee weapon.
Wait, 12 melee weapons. So that'd be an 18 and a not enough. Okay. So you smack him with that first hit. Go ahead. Oh, you already got the damage on there.
Add 2 more d6. Hold on. 2d6. Ooh.
And you said you were just punching him, or were you punching him somewhere specific?
No, I'm just punching him.
Okay.
Just to get him out of my face.
So half of his armor would be 5. You dealt 6 and 9 is 15, so he'll take 10 damage at a blade, and then he will dodge the second attack. Okay, great. Hold on a second here. For some reason,
look at
the song I wanted wasn't there.
Good song.
So just to make sure, it is melee weapon and not brawling for big nuts, right?
Yes.
Awfully sure.
Gorilla arms are brawling. That's probably what you want to get. Brawling's your go-to.
Gotcha. Okay. And if it's a melee weapon, does it scale with body or not?
If it is a melee weapon, it does not scale with body.
Okay.
Regular brawling would probably be better, I think.
Darn.
If you have a frame.
Gorilla arms also are melee weapons, not brawling.
Oh, you're holding yourself back.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Big Toe, you come in, you punch him in the gut, and then swing for his chest, and he kind of backs away. Squints, you're up.
I would be like, oh shit, and I would run for cover over here and get behind this.
Yeah. So these little like planter boxes are probably about 4 feet high, give or take. The benches, yeah, that sounds about right. 4 foot high for a bench. Yeah, you drop down into cover behind the bench. That works. Anything else?
And I want to say metagaming I would shoot, but I don't think I would shoot if he just punched the guy. I was like, oh crap, things are going down. So
Yeah.
I'm more hiding than anything. So
Okay.
if I want to try to stealth it, I don't know.
You can hunker down.
Whatever.
Like what I
Yeah.
say is like if you want to like hunker down, you kind of just make yourself like completely concealed in the cover, so they can't take an aim shot and shoot at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, once people start shooting, that's different, but I don't think I would start shooting if
No,
somebody
yeah.
just punched someone.
The only way they'd be able to get an angle on you is if they can get around your cover. So yeah, you are hunkered down. No aim shots for squints. Good deal. Leo, you're up. It very much looks like everyone is in response to the punching, getting ready to start unloading.
Does any what weapons can I see in people's hands?
Sure. So this guy up front with the glowing yellow kind of like gas mask, looks like he has an automatic shotgun. It is My brain's not correctly like remembering which one it is, but it's a kind of nastier, kind of like auto shotgun. This guy here is wearing kind of heavier armor and an assault rifle. That's the one with the blue mask. This one here is got a cyber deck, as mentioned, and looks as though they have a heavy pistol and a katana. This guy here with the cool hat, he is carrying a sniper rifle. And this guy here has got an assault rifle. Mostly assault rifles.
Do I see grenades on anyone? It's really, I'm looking for explosives.
Like you don't see any, but like if you do jack into somebody, you might be able to detect that they're present.
Well, I would like to jack into the runner. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
So you jack in. I don't believe there's a roll for jacking into a person.
No, it can. There is. It's just if they know that I've jacked in.
Oh, okay. So then they would. Is it contested then?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I got an 11.
I also got an 11.
So you were trying to defeat me. I'm the defender. That means you need to spend luck, but you can't because you already rolled. So you're jacking.
Yeah, I mean, it just knows that I jacked in. It doesn't stop me from doing it.
Right.
All right.
It won't scare.
Any self ice?
Yeah, he has one pass fault, DV6.
Easy.
Not
Is
so
it?
easy.
That's still a 7. I still got it.
That's still a 7, yeah. So you are past the first pass wall. You still have 2 actions left, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me pull up my stuff so I can see what I have.
Oh, you'd also note that he has EMP threading, so DVs for quick hacks are going to be increased by 1.
Oh, that's a fancy rule I didn't know about, John.
Oh, yeah, it's there. EMP thread, or the micro tech, I think, is called EMP.
To be fair, the rules are spread pretty far and wide anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's hard to keep track of new shit.
I mean, and if you think about it, Cyberpunk should be that.
We got
way,
like
right?
4 books and a website.
I think it's interesting when like somebody kind of drops like a new piece of tech and people are like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" That's kind of fun, because like there are moments like that in the anime, and there are moments like that in the the movie or the video game. It's fun. You learn by seeing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a system reset on him.
Okay.
So DV13 now.
DV13, so you need a 14 or better.
Yeah. Looking at how much luck I have.
Is before.
Yep. I sure wish we had a rocker.
We had a party with 2 almost.
With respect to Zach.
I would say if I can borrow 1 luck from someone, I'll throw the rest in to guarantee this happens.
I'll throw a luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can throw one if you want.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys throw 2, then that's perfect. I'll throw 3 of my own, so +5 to the roll.
Roll it.
Wait, are we adding luck?
You're spending luck on Leo right now. Yeah. It's
Oh, whoa!
Get wrecked.
okay. So system reset will cause him to spike, and he'll drop.
Conscious. Yeah. And then, is there any cover around me, or is the planter box the only cover that's in this place?
Planter box. There's a piece of cover here. You kind of hide behind the concrete wall here, and here as well. You can dive into there. However, the second that no weapons have been fired, you can tell that these doors are security doors. What that means is the second that gun firing happens within the proximity of the doors, they lock themselves down. So if you don't want to be in the fight, now's the only opportunity you'll probably get to not be in it.
That's fine. I'll just move up here and just try to get as low as possible. That's it. I'm good.
Okay. So as that guy drops to the ground, you see this. You see them just kind of twitching there because it's their turn now, and they're unconscious. Grip, you're up.
Cool. I am going to kind of run by and punch this guy with the gorilla arms.
Okay, so he'll roll evasion. That's your first attack, so that will miss. He'll actually get a total of 21 for his dodge. Second attack. Yeah, I only got a 14, so that'll definitely hit. 13 damage. His armor is currently at a 10, so 5. 8. Okay, that'll take him into seriously injured town, so he is currently operating with -2.
And then I'll duck for cover.
I need to find... I guess I never... I'll just do that. Okay. It'll go to this guy with the auto shotgun, who will move like so, and just kind of bring it straight towards you, Grip, and unload. Do you have a reflex of 8 or higher?
Yes.
Okay. Big Toe, do you have a reflex of 8 or higher?
Yes.
Okay. So you see his eyes bright yellow, the inserts kind of glow red, and you can see like a bunch of code on them. And then as he pulls the shotgun up, you can see that there are a bunch of wires kind of tethered to it and tethered to his wrist. When he lifts the shotgun, he starts pulling the trigger, and what you're realizing is that the bullets seem to, when they kind of detonate and spread, it almost looks as though the flechetting of the ammunition of the shot is actually spreading in a way that seems to have been like actuated, like by a smart weapon. So go ahead and make evasion rolls. I need 2 of them from each of you. DV is going to be 19 for both.
God, where is that? Okay. Hey.
DV is 19, so a 19 will fail.
Ah.
So you'll get 1.
Wait,
and...
I have... Hold on.
Okay.
I can't spend 1 luck.
Can't spend luck
Too
after a
late.
roll's made.
We aren't very rocky.
Life of the party is required.
Yeah.
Sorry, first time playing a solo.
You're doing
I
great.
ignore critical failures. So it's a 16,
Correct.
not a
Not a 19.
11.
No, so, or not a 20
Cool.
even. So both shots will still hit. But good note. Surprised that doesn't automatically clock when it's
Yeah,
checked.
I have it active on the sheet. I just had to read what it actually does because it
Yeah.
didn't clock it.
Yeah, it's
I knew
supposed
it had
ignore
something to
the-
do with fumbles.
You don't roll a dice extra, yeah. Okay, so then the first amount of damage is going to be 13, and then the second amount of damage is going to be 11. So 13 and then 11, and it is just regular, good old-fashioned smart ammunition. So if 13 beats your armor, take the excess damage, ablate your armor accordingly, and then if 11 defeats your armor, ablate your armor accordingly.
I also
So-
had... Sorry, you go.
No, I was wondering if 13 beats an 11, does that ablate it by 2?
No,
Or
just
1?
by 1. Ablation is always going to be 1 unless it's armor piercing, then it'll ablate 2.
Gotcha. Alright, so I only lose 2 HP.
Yep, and then you have an armor of 10 now, which means you'll take 1 damage from the 11, and your armor will drop down to 9.
No, the 11 didn't hit.
Oh, right, because you dodged it. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
If Zach has light armor, Jack, then that's the turn of events for him. 2 and then 1.
No, I had actual deflection up, which gives me 1 extra point of...
Oh, nice. So the
What is
11
it?
won't do anything,
Yeah.
but the 13 will.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the 13 counts as a 12, so it does ablate the armor down to a 10, but with the actual deflection, 11 is moot.
Yep. Perfection.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be his turn concluded. What you're noticing about him when you're engaging with him, Grip, is you've been in a lot of fisticuff scuffles. We're just going to imagine that's the case. You're pretty sure at this point that if you were to move away from him, he's the kind of guy that might get an attack. NPCs have different perks than player characters. He has a perk that says if someone tries to move away from him, he gets a free melee attack against them.
Nice.
Diver is going to move over to the hacker, drop down to his knees, and it looks like he slaps something onto him, and then he scatters for the cover. You would see on your scan device that the quick hack disengages as system reset says... Hold on.
When they take damage.
Yep. And effectively what he's done is sort of kind of caused a pause on that. Okay. That's Diver. It'll go to Arb. Arby? Where is he at? There he is. Okay.
Arby?
Yeah, Arby is his name. Like the sandwich shop, sure. It's 2077.
Just making sure I heard you right.
You did. He is going to rush back and get behind this cover, take a squat behind it, and then raise his rifle. He's pointing down range. It looks like he is trying to take an aim shot at Rip's head. Turn distance is not ideal for a sniper rifle, but this is where we live. And
Do I get any bonus for ducking for cover from before or no?
so you have evasion, so you see him,
Oh,
so you
yeah.
still get to roll to defend. And
Got it.
it's an aim shot, so he'll have a penalty to him, but he also has a perk when he's taking an aim shot. That's probably not going to matter.
It's a 26 there, buddy.
Well, I got 24, which would be -5, so 19. Unfortunate, because I would have dealt 60 damage to your head if I'd hit.
Jesus.
Would've been fucking rad.
That's up there.
That's it for him. You see him kind of like dispense the casing, slam the bolt in, chambering the next round in the magazine. Actually, on this weapon, it's actually probably a clip, to be completely fair. It's an old style, like, Nomad long rifle. Probably firing mechanism similar to, like, a Mosin Nagant or something. This guy who you're fucking with point blank, he was just kind of reaching for you and had a submachine gun. He lets it drop and then pulls out 2 pistols in front of you, Big Toe, and will kind of look at you, point down, and he's going to take aim shots, one from each gun, because his rate of fire is 2. And he's going to do it at your legs.
Okay.
You have evasion. Go ahead.
Fuck them kneecaps.
Trying to break my kneecaps, you guys. Okay.
And he gets a
How many?
+3 if he's point blank. So he will be rolling with that. Go ahead, 2 evasion rolls.
Ooh.
20 and 31.
Ooh, okay. So I got the 20. I did not get the 31.
Okay.
You're going to take 13 damage to the left leg.
Okay.
Or either leg, it doesn't matter.
It's straight damage, right? Not ablation.
There will be armor. That's absolutely fair. So
You beat a 20 with an aim shot? With the -8?
Yeah, I got a 23 after the -8. I rolled similar to what he rolled. There was green on my side. Unfortunately, not in the damage category, but I did take an aim shot, so I do get a leg-related critical injury.
1 ablation, and then you said 13 damage?
Mm-hmm. But the 13 damage is going to be stopped. There's still stopping power. So your armor on your chest area is A10 right now, right?
Yeah.
So you take
brought
3
it down to
damage.
1. Or not a 1, I brought it down to 9.
And then I will get a leg-related critical injury, because I aimed for the leg.
Not my leg.
And I think with the amount of damage I dealt, it's not ideal.
Not my leg.
It's not great. on my side.
What's been with you and legs lately?
If you blow a person's leg off, they can't run away from you. I'm gonna say that this is just going to be a torn muscle. So basically, shot to the leg, torn muscle. You have a -2 to all melee attacks. This can be.
Well, that sucks.
This can be quick fix by a med tech or somebody with first aid as an action. DV 13. You can do it yourself. And then quick fix will remove it. It's gone. So. Okay. That was him. It'll go to the top.
Is the quick fix just rubbing some Bengay on the muscle?
It just turns into a Bengay commercial, like right in the middle of the combat.
It cures bullet wounds.
This guy moves over to here, and he is wielding a gun, the assault rifle, the Arasaka bullpup.
Oh no, not a gun.
I'm gonna aim at Kincaid because Squint's hunkered down. I have to take an aim shot. I have to go for the head. So here we go. If you wish to evade, you can, but I just want to let you know what the DV is before you decide. You're 26 meters out, so I need to get a 13 plus a 21. So if you want to dodge, you can, but it's going to change the DV static number. Your call. If you're not good at evasion, I don't advise it. Or do you have a reflex evade at all? Can you even dodge?
I'm pretty good at evasion.
Then roll it. Yeah, you're probably going to do better than a 13.
I might not. We'll see. It's dice.
Pretty fucking good.
21.
Better than a 13. So you played the smart move. I will state, if you had stuck with the static, I would have just hit you pretty hard in the face. But yeah, you dodged the bullet. Kincaid, you are up.
What did he shoot me with?
Assault rifle. It's an Arasaka Wa bullpup assault rifle.
Okay. I just had to know. These planter boxes, are they like difficult to get over?
4 foot high, you can run across them. Like you can step up onto them, no problem.
Yeah. And yeah. This is a good day for this. I needed this. Kincaid draws and fires his Lexington. I'm gonna plant one on the guy that just shot Big Toe.
Okay.
The
Shotgunner?
not the shotgunner, the handgunner guy.
Hammer.
The guy that just blew out my knee.
21 to hit.
He does not have dodging functionality, so that'll hit.
For 9, that is armor piercing.
Okay, so armor piercing will ablate his armor too if it gets through. He has a 11, 10.
He's been hit a couple times.
Yeah, exactly twice. So he started at 11, went down to 10, now he's at 9. You just dealt 9 damage, which means that the armor stops it.
And it's at 7 now?
It doesn't ablate at all. You have to super
really?
armor to ablate it, yeah.
No
Double checking. Stopping power. Yeah, and then let's check armor piercing. When using
I just had to hit
you ablate armor by 2 instead of 1 whenever you would ablate armor. Yeah, it has to exceed to ablate.
No kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just shoot him again.
Okay.
Or fucking worse. I don't know how.
Okay.
That guy's got good armor.
Yeah,
That's what he's
I'm
got.
gonna roll. Just ignore my roll.
Takes the hit. I will advise too with your yeah, assault rifles are better than handguns. I will.
No, I'm looking at my distance.
Just a note: they are not wearing head armor, with the exception of the guy in the gas mask and the 2 with the face masks. If you shoot them in the head and hit, you do an extra d6 of damage as well. So it's a little bit harder to hit, but they're static. So you're rolling versus DV plus 8 effectively. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Kincaid done. Toe, you're up.
So I have a question about the Tektronica. It says I don't need a move action to charge it.
Yep, correct. You can just charge
Does
it
it
for
take
free.
me just free? Okay, cool. So I want to take out the Tektronica, charge it, point blank, and then just shoot him in his chest.
Okay.
Ugh,
Point
16?
blank, that'll work.
Okay, cool.
7 damage. He is treating his armor as half. We just discussed that he's at 9, so we'll treat the armor as 4. That will mean 3 damage gets through, and his armor will ablate. It's now 8.
Okay.
And yeah, for Grip and for Kincaid, like you see the Buria come out, kind of like electricity kind of sparking on the side, presses against the guy's chest and pulls the trigger. It is a clean shot through, but you can tell it's not at a lethal part. Yeah, railgun style. You said you have movement?
Me? No.
Done then? Squints, you're up. Well, not. You're actually hunkered down. If you want to stand up, you can. It's free.
He is going to stand up and move to here and do a called headshot on this guy.
Okay. And like I said, he's one of the ones that actually has armor. But yeah.
I can still shoot him in the head though, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna. It may bounce off. That's all I'm saying. I want expectations to be known. So, bear with here for a second. Bam, bam, 2 shots. 13. Both of those are gonna hit clean. First one is gonna bounce off the head. The second one is going to get through 2, and that'll do a doubling of the 2. Oh, sorry. Apologies. Roll a d6 for the first one.
I also have that special that gives me +1 to my rolls, and then I also crit on 9s and 10s.
Yeah, so neither of these rolls were a 9 or a 10, I don't think. Oh, no, the first one was. But that's fine.
First one was a 9.
Critical success on the roll doesn't augment the damage.
Oh, okay.
Headshots to the head, though, with a pistol, which this appears to be, do an extra d6 damage. So the first one does 12 damage. 1 will get through and double, so that means 2 damage on the first one. And then the second one, roll another d6. Now this one matters because you already rolled a 6, so that means that this is a critical injury. Does this weapon have a power rebuild? No, it does not. Okay, so then that means that it'll do +5 damage. We're looking at 13 plus 6 is 19. 19 plus 5 is 24. And then -10 for the armor, which was ablated on the first shot. 14, am I right? Is that the math?
24 minus 10, yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, my brain. And then 14.
No, you're good. I'm just bummed
14
out I
got
didn't get to
through.
hit anything, so I'll do bad.
Doubled, so that'll be 28 damage. And then I need you to roll 2d6.
Me?
Yeah.
7.
Okay. So 7 on the critical injury for the head means that the bullet does not go out. You see it go in, but it doesn't go out. So he now has the foreign object injury, and that means at the end of each of his turns, he's going to take 5 damage again if he moves at all. So if he starts running, it's going to wiggle around in his brain, and he's going to take more damage. Anything else from you, Squids?
Talk about scrambled eggs.
5, 6. My move
Run
is
straight towards an MRI.
7. I'm just gonna back up 1. So, and then try
The
to
helmet just
squat
rips
down
his head
again. I don't
off.
think I can.
Okay. Leo, you're up.
I would also like to shoot that man.
Okay.
Shotgun boy.
Cool. In the head or just body shots?
Nah, I only do body shots.
What about back shots?
I was gonna say it, but I was like, I don't know if I should.
It was
That'll
bound to
hit.
happen.
His armor hasn't been touched, so that'll just do 4 damage to him. Okay,
And then just duck down where I'm at. I'm good.
got it. It'll go to their netrunner, who's going to stand up. And I'd say that Grip is probably the one that I'm looking at the hardest.
Nah, he's scared of me.
Well, you said you're not ducked down fully, so I can see you. But at the same time, I don't think you're a threat.
But at the same
me just
time,
putting him to sleep is not
that
a threat.
dude
It's
is
fine.
fucking 6'8" with giant gorilla arms.
Yeah, but I dropped someone instantly. You haven't done anything, so let's just be real.
You
Who's the
dropped
threat here?
him instantly, and he knew you were in his head, so he's already got a link with you. Technically, he could just jack into you pretty easy. But I'm going to jack into Grip. And then you do have the triple self-ice pass wall, right? You got the special?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I only have 3 actions, which I've already used one, so I'm going to attempt to pass wall the DV10s on this next bit. Got the first one. Just barely got the second one. Okay, so he's through 2 pass walls, which means on his next turn he's going to breach the next pass wall, and then he's going to attempt to upload a quick hack. So he
sounds like a problem.
Going to, once that happens, he's going to move back behind this cover, and he's not hunkered down, so he still aim shot to the head will work, but he is in cover. All right, Grip, you are up, and basically, you don't have like a hacking detection. You do not even know he's in there.
You get some ghost roll when you jack in.
What is it? Concentration? What do you roll to do it?
I don't know. I'm on my new computer and I don't have the rule book.
Let me check. Then I'll see. Hold on.
It's like a roll, like a D10 plus will plus something else, I think.
Probably concentration.
Resist torture and drugs, maybe.
That might be, actually. That's not.
Honest, I'm being serious. That one comes
No,
up
I don't
a
think
lot.
it is. I don't think it is. It's will and like one other thing and a D10.
Quick hacks. Concentration. Yeah, concentration roll. The target can attempt to force the invader out as well as an action. I did not know that.
I didn't know that
That's
either.
exciting.
It's
You
a
wanna redo it?
fire
You wanna run it
action
back?
one. No, we're good.
Leave me in there, bro.
Oh wait, no, hold on. It's not free. So the knowledge is only for interfacers. Jack in interface check to know that you've been hacked in. Right? Yeah. You make an interface roll. If you fail the interface roll, they know you're in there. That's step 1. Step 2 is the person who has you in there can force you out. Cool. Got it. So then, yeah, we're at where we're at. Grip, you're going for fisticuffs. You don't mind the invader in your head. Cool. And are we punching the shotgunner or the handgunner?
I am trying to actually grab, not. We're going for grappling.
Okay, yeah, he's very grabbable, unfortunately for him.
Yeah.
What you grab it?
Let's see. I got a 14
The
on my
guy, a
evasion,
gun.
and I rolled really well.
He now has a -2 to all of his fucking rolls.
In addition to the seriously wounded. Exciting.
Yep. I think that's all I can do, right?
Yeah, correct. So he's up. He's got the shotgun. He's going to do it.
Yeah. Spin that thing underneath my chin. Let's see what happens.
Again, it is going to exhaust 2 more rounds of ammunition, and it's going to similarly omit his ally from targeting. So that will mean that 2 evasion rolls. I got an 11 with the -2s. So 1 for Grip, and then Big Toe. I need 2 evasion rolls. You need to beat it, or you need to get an 11. You're setting the difficulty. Okay. So both of you will get hit by the second one. That's very good. So I don't have to roll twice.
It's a 16 on my second one.
Oh, right, because fumble recover. Okay, cool. That will defend. You do not take either. I have a very fun narrative explanation for that. So, like, as you're kind of, like, focused on the fight, and you see him kind of pull the shotgun up and kind of turn it so that he's got you and kind of, like, outward blast, you kind of push the barrel aside, but that causes it to kind of just focus all of the bullets into Big Toe.
I spin him around in a chokehold and shoot Big Toe with the fucking shotgun.
Fuck you, Jonah. I mean, Jonah's character. What
Sorry.
a big move, Zach. So it's going to do a total of 14 damage. on you, Big Toe. And this is actually another situation where a critical injury has been rolled. I really can't stop myself. I don't know what has been happening in the 2078 era of fighting. I just keep rolling double sixes. Fortunately for you, on my roll for which one you're getting, it was not double sixes. Instead, this will just be a good old-fashioned collapse lung. So you have a -2 to your movement speed, and you have a base death save penalty increase of +1. So let me go ahead and make sure you have all of these on your sheet here. Collapse lung, and then we had tendons, right?
Yeah. Muscle thingy.
Muscle thingy. Where is that?
It gave me a -2 to melee.
Yeah.
To melee?
Do I not have a muscle tear?
This is abuse.
There we go. Okay. Cool. So boom, boom. And then that's it for the shotgunner. It'll go for the, we'll call him a medic. That's not true. He is going to jump up onto the planter and rush straight towards you. When he points this gun at you, Grip, you tell that it's not a real gun. It looks like it's this weird, like, flat radar dish on the end of a gun-like device.
Microwaver.
You're a smart lad.
Shit.
And he is going to pull the trigger point blank on you.
That's not good.
You still get an evasion roll. So go ahead and roll that for me. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Alright, well, you see it coming.
He dodged the waves.
For just flavor.
To be fair, that's a -2 on my, so it's a 28. Does that matter?
No.
Okay.
Did he roll a 29, John?
He still beat me by 10. You move him in the way and kind of catch him with the microwaver, your charge, and kind of like hold him up as you're kind of spinning the shotgun about, all willy-nilly. After he takes the shot, he kind of goes, oh fuck, and then rushes and dives right back to where he started. Baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat. Squints. Bang! You hear the sound of the sniper shot going towards you this time. Do you have a reflex of 8, Twins?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make an evasion roll.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
I played
I'm sorry.
Cyberpunk before.
No. I have a reflex of 7, it looked like.
So you cannot dodge bullets. So
Oh no! Oh no.
this is just going to be straight then. And we're distance at 30 meters. Which means we need a 20 or better.
I would like to give him 1 luck to his reflex.
Not quite how that works. And then I have a headshot coming at you, which means that I'm -5. Hold on.
Oh no, bro.
Yeah, 26 minus 5 is 21. Okay, we're good. Why am I so bad at math? So that will hit you in the head. You have a light armor jack on the head, right?
I have... Yes, I do.
Okay. And that means that 6 will get through, 6 will double, so you take 12 damage, and your armor will ablate 2 on the head.
Okay, so stopping power goes down by 2,
Correct.
and then I take how many of my hit
12.
points? 12, and that is... Where's...
Very top of your sheet.
Right.
You also use
You
your
don't have
token.
to scroll up. You could just click the HP.
Oh, you can use the token thing.
Ah, got it. Cool.
Okay. So as
Alright.
that's happening, and you're getting shot, this guy's kind of backing away from Big Toe, and he's pointing one gun at you and one gun at Grip in the back, and he's going to take 2 shots.
Okay. Do I still get evasion?
Yeah. And so do you, Grip.
18.
16.
Also, Grip, I know it's an action to do it, but because flavor-wise, I think we've kind of committed to it. If you want to use knock as a cover, like as a human shield, I'll allow it if you want to forego your action on your next turn to have that happen.
Nope.
Okay. I was going to retroactively do it so he took the microwaver hit too, but totally chill. Bang, bang. I will hit Big Toe again.
Wow. Wow.
It's pretty wild.
Wow.
Feeling a little targeted, John?
No, Grip, you have a -2 penalty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that hit you as well. Fuck both of you. So it's going to be 13 damage and 14 damage. So 13 for Grip, 14 for Big Toe. And these are both body shots.
This is targeting to the max degree. Okay.
Alright, you guys good?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
guess.
Okay.
It's a couple damage.
Then it will go to the guy at distance. You, Kincaid, he kind of shot at you last time. You see him move his thumb, which you would register as him switching firing modes. He was just staring right down the barrel.
Yeah, he is.
I know this is doing something.
You're the detective.
Well, detective. I like Kincaid. He's cool.
The cat doesn't.
Okay,
He's
so
excited.
he has switched to auto fire. For auto fire, you do have evasion. That's absolutely fine. Go ahead and take your evasion roll.
Happy feet.
Okay.
27.
Yeah, rolling insanely strong, everybody. So yeah, he starts unloading on you, and you're able to kind of like very quickly like throw your coat up and kind of block some of the shots and kind of obfuscate where you're standing. The coat takes a couple of holes. Not the first time this has ever happened, and yeah, you're up next.
Yeah. We need to drop people.
We're working on it.
This guy's
I'm
fucked
sorry.
up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
This
bully
guy's
anybody,
fucked up.
but-
Everyone else is fresh. And now, do you understand what I mean? If we were missing one other person,
I
like
guess.
If I had my car,
if it was just 4
All right.
people, this would have been fucking ludicrous.
I have. I'll ask him.
Sorry, John. Jeez.
Not you, buddy. Everybody had power problems. There was a lot of shit going on. It's not just you. Tonight, I'm just glad we're here, okay? I said fuck it in the literal last minute. I said we're
I'm
going.
gonna take a headshot at guy with 2 pistols.
Okay,
Aimed shot.
you bet. So,
12 will miss.
it will miss, unfortunately. Yep. Unless you have any perks that grant any benefits to your handgun roll.
Afraid not.
Okay. Big tip.
I got a second shot.
Take the shot.
No!
Aim shots only work for John.
Take the shot.
I'm doing another aim shot, same guy. I need
Yeah,
to I need to bounce back from this.
That will hit.
That does hit.
And just on, and that will blow his head clean off.
Good.
fuck yeah.
I take my movement.
I don't
up
know
to
if you
here.
folks are fans of Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul or the movie or whatever, but like the gunfights, I imagine like you're like bang, 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 miss, 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 and as you're kind of like slowly moving to where you're going, that one last shot that was just like the one you kind of were giving up on is the one that actually causes his head to just explode.
David Private Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of shit. But he's a tank now.
He's a tank and I'm delirious from a shelling.
His pistols like fly to the side. Grip, you would notice, and you would have noticed that the pistols he was holding are Tsunami Armed News. They're not as nice as Hungry's, but they are the same type of pistol. Very heavy pistols. And yes, he was shooting 2 at once. I know. Big Toe, what we got?
Alright, so my movement right now is 6. Does that mean... Or no, -2, it's 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I could walk to right here?
You bet.
Okay. So you're right there.
You're like breathing hard, walking over with your busted torn leg, and then
I'm gonna try to shoot the sniper.
okay, aim shots only,
this
unless you want to
time-
blow out his cover.
No, I'm gonna do aim shot, and the Technotronica ignores half cover, thin
Oh,
cover.
it ignores thin cover. You don't even have to care about aim shots, right? So yeah, you can fire
Okay.
right through the fucking concrete, no problem.
Fuck yeah! So charge shot,
That'll hit,
22. Okay, so 15.
and it ignores half of his
Oh.
armor. He is wearing leathers, so half of 4 is 2, which means he's going to take 13 damage to the body.
Fuck. Yeah.
He's not seriously injured yet, but he's taken a bit of damage.
It's-
This was the sniper in the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah. To get a critical injury, that means I have to roll 2 6s, right?
you bet. That's right.
So then, I think that's it. Can I charge it again?
So you can charge it on your turn, and for that shot is how the Buria works.
Oh, you can't pre-charge. Okay,
You,
never
can't,
mind. Then.
you don't need to. Like, there's
Oh.
no point because it's free actions for the Buria.
You're right. All right, that's it.
Squints.
I think I did this wrong for the last one. I'm not asking you to go back. I just want to make sure for future. My reflexes are 7, but I have a 12 in evasion because I bought points
Reflex
on building
7 is what I need. So Reflex 7 allows you, or Reflex 8, sorry, is what I need.
8. So
Yeah.
I can't use that ability until I get that to 8.
You cannot dodge bullets or dodge explosives until you get an 8, or you can get a piece of cyberware called a Reflex coprocessor. There's also another one called a Rostovik Defenzikov. These will let you dodge even if you don't have the prerequisite reflex.
Okay, so to do. Got it. He is going to run up and point blank to the head, to the face, try to basically
If I've got him in a chokehold and already grabbed.
He's not a problem. Is what
So yeah, if
I
you
was
want to
just trying
take the
to put
shot, you can
bodies
take the
down.
shot. But
yeah.
like,
Well, again, if he frees you up to go fight others, you're going to do more damage to
That's
you guys
fair.
than he is.
yeah,
I think
I'm just
that's
putting
fair.
bodies down is what I'm trying to do.
that makes sense.
So
Jody, do
No,
you
I
have
understand.
any melee weapon? Because this guy will be worse at dodging if he's in a grapple.
No. He cannot dodge because he doesn't have the prerequisite reflex. You can shoot him. It's fine.
or I can use my
Just point
zero
blank.
knife and shut him down, which would be kind of cool to see what that does.
You want to do it?
I kind of do. He has a smart shotgun. But I'm
Do
also
it.
like just put down bodies so we can live.
Make your decision. Split second. You don't have time to think,
Your call.
kid.
Yep, nope, shoot him in the head 2
Dang.
times, put him down.
All right. You said to the head.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll miss. And that'll miss.
Damn.
I would say that for flavor, you put it against his head, and that first shot, when you pull it, his head kind of dips down a little bit, and the bullet kind of ricochets upward. Nice big flash of a spark off the helmet, and you kind of like grab it with both hands and kind of point it in and shoot again, and then it kind of just misses narrowly, cutting a bit of like tethers on his helmet.
Nah, Grip's
If he-
teasing him. He's pulling him out of the way.
If he
Yeah.
if he moved his head, does the bullet lodged in his brain move around?
No, he has to move more than 4 meters.
Shit.
He
Okay.
can slow walk to get to places and not die.
Okay.
He's not going anywhere. Don't worry about him.
I don't
Okay.
think he's gonna win.
But if he trips on a fucking step,
Yeah.
All right, so this is a completely sealed-in courtyard, right?
Yeah.
There's no.
It is now,
now.
because the gunshots locked all the doors and they sealed the door behind them. They effectively locked you in.
Whatever's in the center at the top, that's nothing, right?
If you go straight up, there is open air. Like it goes all the way out to Night City proper.
We're
It
in like a
is-
courtyard.
It is about.
Well, I was thinking, like, what is that? At the very top in the center. Is that just, is that just like a wall?
yeah,
And like some
correct.
advertisement?
billboard, yeah.
Advertisements, Right. Look on the other side, the big advertisement. It's kind of similar to that, just a smaller display. Kind of like one of those scrollers.
Okay, I gotcha.
And then you got these advertisement boards over here, because you got to know what to buy, right?
Yeah, of course, of course. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jack into the guy in blue at the very bottom.
Okay. Keeping in mind you're already jacked in here, so you can be jacked in at 2, right? Like that's not a problem.
I don't think there's a rule on how many can be jacked in. Is there?
Let me double check.
That was jacking potential.
So much jacking potential.
You can jack so much.
No, yeah, you can only be in 1.
Most people only jack with 10% of their brain.
Wait, a netrunner can jack into multiple neuroports within range. Each has a separate net action. A netrunner can remain connected to as many neuroports as they wish. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you can stay in.
All right. Yeah, I want to jack into that dude.
All right, you're jacking everybody in, jacking everybody out, jacking everybody off.
Yeah, we're doing all the jackings.
This guy also has a single instance of self ice, DV6. So go for it.
Okay. Before I do that, I want to jack into the dude with the bandana on his mouth.
Oh, okay. He is just visible, so yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Does
Also,
he have any self ice?
A single pass wall, yeah.
All right. I will go ahead and just try to get past his pass wall.
Okay.
Bandana guy's fine.
You still have 2 actions. Jack in, jack
I do.
in. Okay.
Yeah, I still have to. Actually, I want to just go ahead and do the pass wall on the guy in the blue.
Go
in the
for
bottom.
it. Interface. DD6 needs 7 or better. Fail. Okay. So you are buffeted out by the self ice, and what you're realizing is the self ice that are in these individuals appears to be military standard issue from like 30 years ago or 40 years ago. It appears to be like Militech gear that would have been like installed in a NUSA Warrior or something like that. It's shit, but you kind of like, as you're trying to do it, you're like, it's so old. and you kind of like, it's like logging into a computer with Windows Vista. You're just confused.
It's fine. I guess with my last one, I will try to puppet the fucking netrunner.
Hold on. Jack, pass wall, and
My fourth.
one more.
I have 4 now. Yeah.
You're gonna try and puppet the netrunner, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just use the last 3 of my luck.
He's got the threading, so we're looking for 14 on the die.
14. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a luck at that.
So 4 plus 4 to the roll.
I will also throw a luck
Plus
at
5
that.
to the roll.
Guys, I'm gonna throw this out here. I don't think we get this luck back after this
You
fight.
don't
We
get this
still have a
luck back
job.
after this fight. This is not a job.
It's alright. I'm low on luck anyway. It don't matter.
Okay, I just want to make that clear.
Cool. So puppet. Okay.
Yep.
On his turn, you get control of his action, right?
Yep.
Okay. It'll go to him now. He's currently jacked into grip. If you pull him out as the action, you'd get the other interface actions, but they wouldn't be needed.
I mean, how many interface actions does he have?
2 extra if you pull him out, so 3 total.
What weapons does he have on him?
He has a pistol.
That's it?
Yeah, a heavy pistol, so he gets 2 shots. But yeah.
Just want to walk him right up to the guy in blue and shoot him.
He has a katana as well. Sorry.
Or
yeah,
to the
sure.
back.
Yeah, I'll just walk him right up to the guy in blue. Oh, I guess that
Guy in blue to this. Oh, okay.
Do you want to go for the sniper, or do you want to go for the guy in blue?
Well, I wanted the guy in blue just so that the netrunner's just out of cover.
Okay. He hops over and rushes forward, drawing the katana, like some kind of
Yep.
weeaboo.
Let's say just drop the pistol, fucking draw the katana, and fucking.
Well,
attack
no, he
this
wasn't
guy.
holding the pistol. He didn't have any weapons drawn.
Okay,
Pulls out
yeah.
the pistol, drops it, pulls it down.
Three actions.
Just to waste his fucking time.
Alright, yeah, so there's the move. Yeah, and I'll just fucking attack this dude.
Just the katana, folks. He's not. Just drop everything you're wearing and then draw a sword.
Well, that's why if he had the
They
pistol
can
out,
pull
like
down
it
his
makes sense to
pants
just
and
like let
duck
it
walk
go
over
and
there.
grab the sword. But yeah, not just draw multiple things and throw them down.
So he rushes behind his ally and cuts him very soundly in the back. It looks like it's a pretty decent amount of damage, but like it looks as though the armor, even though it's cutting through it pretty well, does do a good mitigating factor. I mentioned this guy's in heavy armor, so he's a 13 SP. Half of 13 is 6, and I rolled a total of 9 damage. So therein we have a total of 3 loss.
Yeah, but it's a bladed now, so we're good.
It is a bladed one. Correct, we're at 12. That'll be his turn, and your puppet. Grip, you're up.
Oh.
I did that for you, Grip.
I choke as my action.
Yeah, so it does your body and damage, right?
Yeah.
You want to narratively tell me what happens here?
I choke.
Okay. Yeah. I would say that, like, if you take and look at a Coke can and you imagine, like, squeezing it with your hand, that's kind of what happens to his neck and the helmet portion that's underneath the muscle. So, like, as you kind of squeeze and pull, like, you're literally just, like, flattening everything in there, and then he falls limp in your arms and you drop him.
Does the bullet pop out?
No, it's still in there.
Okay.
He's a pez.
Rules wise, he still has 1 hit point. He's unconscious, not dead.
You're not trying to kill him. Okay, so then ignore all the things
With
I said
the
about...
choke, am I allowed? I
Yeah,
thought,
you can
like,
kill him.
rules wise.
I'm okay with you killing him.
Okay, then fine, fuck
If you
him.
don't care
I
about
would
him
rather
living,
get rid of this guy.
Fuck that guy. Yeah.
Fucking murder.
You
if
have
it's somebody
an
I care
option
about, I'm gonna follow the rules. But if it's not,
We're not
Yeah.
gonna have a knock-focused
Sure.
storyline.
Yeah.
So it'll go past him because he's dead now, to Diver, who, seeing the situation, you see him kind of like looking around, like kind of scared, and he's going to raise his left hand up, which you can see is like an older kind of cybernetic hand with what appear to be rippers in it. It detaches from his wrist and shoots straight up into the air, catches a hold of a balcony a bit higher up, and he is going to shoot up to the top.
Bionic Commando.
What a bitch.
The sniper will,
Rick's got one of those.
looking at the situation, kind of like, he throws his rifle over the front and raises his hands up.
Okay. That's not gonna save him, but okay.
The guy in the blue mask kind of rushes away from his ally, then turns his attention onto Kincaid and will shoot at him.
You really want to try this 3 times?
He has no choice. He's locked in, baby.
He sees other people running away and surrendering. Evasion.
Yeah, it's going to be auto fire again. Ooh, real good, real good.
21.
I will succeed. 23. So, beat by 2, doubling, 18 damage. So you'll take 18 damage from the auto fire spray. Armor, of course, in the body is what's being hit.
Okay. I ablate once.
You'll ablate after, yeah. 1 time.
And how much damage?
So you have a armor value before the ablation is what on the armor?
11.
Okay. You haven't been hit. Gotcha. I rolled 18 damage, so you'll take
7.
8 or 7 damage. Yeah, you're good at math. I'm not. And then you'll ablate down to 10.
Okay.
And you would see him drop the clip. Drop the magazine from the rifle. The clip's on the sniper rifle, but drop the magazine and start reaching for another one. And yeah, that's right. He only fired 20 rounds. I understand. Kincaid, you're out.
Didn't have done that. I finally get to brawl. I forgot to set it up as a weapon attack. I'm gonna swing for his head twice, brawling. So these will be -8. That's a 9
he's
and a
wearing
10.
Heavy armor. So
Well, he needs to evade.
yeah, I'm aware. It just
Oh, okay.
He's kind of chunkier, so he doesn't have as good evasion. Is what I was trying to stress.
But he's dressed like a ninja. What?
Yeah, he's wearing tactical armor underneath the neck portion there.
So confused.
Evasion. The first one will hit. The second one will miss. Go
Okay.
ahead, give me cold damage to the face,
It's 4d6.
and he is wearing a light armor jacket. Helm, not a
16. To the head?
So 16 to the head, 5 will get through, 5 will double.
This ignores half armor.
Brawling does
I have the brawling perk.
Oh, you have the perk that does it. Oh, okay, cool.
Was it like stealing or crushing blows? Sorry,
crushing blows. Half, so 5. So we're looking at 11 getting through. 11 doubled is 22.
Nice.
He is seriously injured.
Drop it.
Do me a favor and hold on. Roll me a D10 and then add your cool, your reputation.
We don't have reputation.
Not yet. Which
cool is.
I would say you would. What's your authority rank?
My backup rank? My lawman rank?
Backup rank. Yeah.
5.
Okay. I would say you'd probably have a 2 rep at least. You've been doing this for a while. And your cool was 8, you said?
Cool is 8, rolled a 2.
Okay.
And then another 2?
Yep.
For 12?
He will drop the weapon. Big Toe, the only live target that isn't surrendering, if that matters to you, is this guy here.
Okay.
Can't.
Would 4 movement be enough to get to the sniper, or no?
No.
Like the sniper rifle?
Oh, no. He didn't throw it out in front of him. He just dropped it. It's probably on his side of the barricade.
Shit.
Then he threw it over.
The guy in blue is
Then he
alive,
threw it
right?
over, yeah. The guy in blue is alive, but he just got detained.
Oh.
And then there's a guy who's about, hold on, let me check grapple hand.
Grappling hook guy.
I just need to figure out how far I shot up in the air.
You got Mr. Pinata up there.
He would have shot up 30 meters.
Okay.
So it's about 15 squares.
That's fast.
Yeah. It's an action to do it.
Let me walk over here. And then... Fuck it, I'll shoot this guy with the Tectronica.
Oh, wait, no. It doesn't shoot them straight up. Oh, that's so lame.
It does?
So he's actually going up still. He is not all the way up. It is attached 30
Is he
meters
secured
up.
and dangling?
No. Yeah, so it is, but it repels at his speed. It doesn't shoot straight up like instantaneous. So good note, because we have somebody with a grapple
Not
head.
Batman.
So let's explain how it works. As an action, you launch it 30 meters to a thin piece of cover or something that can support your weight. You can X. You then can move your action, or use your move action to move your movement speed towards it, and you can take the run action in the future while you're doing it. You can't hold anything with that hand while you're doing it, and yeah.
So these guys are all using like
there.
military surplus, right?
The
It's
line
like a hand crank.
the line that's yeah. He's like this.
That's the older model.
So what I will note this for those who are interested is the line itself can support up to 2 times the user's body weight, and it has a total of 10 hit points. If you want, you can take an aimed shot at the line and shoot it.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
It has no armor. It's just you have to do 10 hit points in a single shot to nail it.
He was at the very...
What is it that's pulling him
He
up?
was in the middle.
His grapple
yeah,
hand.
He ran to a wall to do
again,
it.
he had moved. So
Gun he's holding on to?
basically, I would not have moved him, and he would have ascended his move speed. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. Yeah, I read it wrong the first time. He started here. He would have shot it straight up, and then he would have ascended his move, which would have been 6 spaces. So he is 6 times 3, 18. He's 18 feet off the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot his line.
Okay. So aim is a -8. That'll hit.
He should be lower than that. Sorry.
No, because he swings towards it. He's just ascending that distance.
Right, but if he... Okay, I'm just going to say go.
The line connected to him and to where it's at
Right,
has
but
shortened.
it would have to go that way.
We're not doing
Either way,
isosceles triangles. We never have. It's
he's
always
falling
That's
to the
why
ground right
I'm
now.
saying I'll just go. It's not a big deal. I'm just
We've never
really
dealt
not.
with triangle math because triangle math is stupid.
Tabletop RPGs exist in
I was sitting there
non-Euclidean
going-
space.
Yeah, there cannot
like,
be triangles. Triangles do not work.
I was like,
On a
don't be
grid.
Jeremy, stop, don't be Jeremy.
We kicked him out. Okay,
Fall back to the ground anyway.
So bang.
So bang. Let me double check the math. I'm bad at math. 13 is the DV to hit it. You hit a 21. You need a 14 on the DV. What's 21 minus 8?
13.
So then you miss by 1. Unless you have something that adds to your shots here.
Is he?
Do you have a targeting scope in your eye hole? Do you have...
I do.
Then it's +1 to the attack roll. That'll hit on the nose.
Wait. I have teleoptics.
You do not have targeting.
No, I have
Separate stuff.
teleoptics.
Separate stuff.
But the
Do you have a perk that gives you +3 or something like that?
hold on.
Gunslinger, I think, is
has
one.
Electronica has a scope, not a target.
The scope is for
Fuck,
charge up
smart
shots
weapon?
and shooting through walls.
Alright.
That'll miss.
No, I don't have shit. Yeah.
Okay?
Fuck.
It's not a smart weapon, right?
No. It's a tech weapon.
Yeah, it's a tough weapon.
Squints.
Um,
Alright, triangle math boy, why don't you shoot him down then? You want him to be lower so he doesn't take as much damage from the fall? No, you don't. Sorry, I'm
how's
just
he
thinking.
gonna fall?
If you shoot the line, if you want to shoot someone else,
Is
shoot
it-
someone else.
If I shoot it, yeah.
If you shoot the line and break
How
it,
do
he
I-
falls.
How do I reload?
An
Just
action.
Is it an
a
action or?
this guy is still under control, right?
No.
No, that's the only guy that's in our area that's alive and not detained.
Oh, okay. Then I will go try to.
You're in.
I'm gonna move up. What?
Yeah, I want to say you want to get within 6 meters, so you for perfect handgun range. This is fine for the second DV, so it'd be DV 15. But if you want perfect headshot distance, that's the ticket.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And there you go. So 2 shots.
All right.
Bang bang.
And were you aiming for the head or no?
Yes.
First shot will miss, second shot will hit. He, as mentioned, was wearing armor, but it's just Kevlar. So 7, 13, 6. 6 doubled is 12. Okay. Leo, you're up.
Alright, I want to yell at the Netrunner.
Okay.
Surrender now! I will make you my bitch a third time!
Bullshit, Ghost. I know who the fuck you are.
Oh, okay, he really wants to die.
He's gonna die anyways. You weren't gonna let him live.
Yeah, sure.
You have a rep on the
Um,
field, buddy.
But what I would actually really like to do...
Remember how he saw your interface icon? Like, he knows who you are by
Ah,
rep.
it's a completely different one. I don't know what you're talking about.
The fucking lion is here trying to murder me. I'm not surrendering.
It's a series of flashing numbers now.
I would like a clean death, thank you. Not a torturous one. Blow my head
actually-
off.
I actually want to try to puppet the one that's fucking grappling away.
Oh yeah, you're still linked to him. Go ahead and you're already connected. Roll a interface. DV is again 13, so you need a 14 or better.
No, not the guy grappling away, right? He has EMP threading as well?
Oh no, he doesn't. So you need a 13 on the die. You're right. Just the Netrunner has the threading. But you would have hit either. What would you like his action to be on his next turn?
Let go.
Okay.
Well, does he have a gun? In it?
Oh,
Good hand or
no. He has a microwaver. Which doesn't do
Yeah,
damage.
I was just going to see if there's a way to do anything to any of his companions and
No.
then just let go and just fucking fall.
Unfortunately not. The microwaver is very short range. Okay, so it'll go to the hacker, who is still jacked into grip. That has not been severed. So he is going to, since the he needs a pass ball.
Oh, I thought he pulled out.
Nope. That would have been an action, and instead of using that, he went for a katana strike on his ally with the puppet.
That is funnier. I'll give you that.
Fair. So I got to pass wall the last pass wall, or I got to breach the last pass wall, and then I need to.
You failed one. You need to do 2 more.
No. I passed 2. It's 1 more pass wall, and.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So rolling, I will fail the first breach attempt. I will attempt it again. I will pass the second breach attempt.
No, my brain.
And then, unfortunately,
dark thoughts.
I'm not a crazy fucking like. Oh, I can do like all this cool shit, fucking system shit. I am going to do a meager overheat quick hack on you.
No, my brain is so hot.
So DV8. Do you have EMP threading the microtech? No? Okay.
No.
Cool. Hit. Then overheat says. You are now on fire. You take 4 points of damage directly to your HP at the end of each of your turns until the fire is extinguished as an action. It bypasses armor. It does not ablate armor. Extinguishing the fire requires an action on your turn. Rate of fire 1 that can be performed on the target's turn. What it means by rate of fire 1 is if you have a gun that has rate of fire 2, you could rate of fire 1 do your... No, sorry. Rate of fire 1 just means that's it. That's all you can do. Got it. So it's your turn. You're on fire.
That's okay. I think I'll put that out.
As an action?
Yeah.
Okay. You still have movement if you want it.
Nah.
Okay. As an action, I relinquish control of the grappling hand. I will drop my distance, which I said was 18 feet off the ground, so a total of 6 meters. Do me a favor, Daniel, roll me 4d6. Okay, no doubles. He hits the ground, and he just takes some damage. This, because of falling distance, is not a armor save, so it's just right to the everything. And he is lying on the ground, so he'll be prone. You don't move him with puppet, right?
I can, but I didn't know. Yeah, he can stay prone. That's fine.
Sniper's still holding his hands up in the air, hoping that'll help. And then it'll go to the armored guy, who's got his hands up now. He puts his hands up as an action and appears to be surrendering. That's the guy you've got, Kincaid.
Got it.
Kincaid, do you want to do anything about the hacker? Because it appears that he's still doing shit.
Would it cost me anything to kick the weapon away from the
No.
guy down?
Not at all.
Yeah, I'll kick that away, and I'll take a crack at this. I'm going to draw my own microwaver and shoot that hacker guy.
Okay.
21?
18 meters. Yeah, that'll work by 1.
Beats the 20.
So cyber tech on my side. Okay.
Why does this say 0?
I'm gonna, because it doesn't do damage.
Oh.
It just shuts down cyberware.
I'm gonna say, since it says the GM chooses, I'm gonna say it's gonna hit his cyber deck,
Neat.
which will cause a backfire on his head, and he's gonna pass out. He is now unconscious. All right. So you have 2 surrendered targets. One who's laying on the ground and is kind of like, his microwaver would bouncing as he kind of hit the ground, and he's kind of like, and he's not like, it doesn't look like he's going to be jumping into the fight. So what I'll say is if you're murdering them or if we're like, taking them prisoner, either way it's going to go through a process of a narrative beat instead of a non-narrative beat. So, go back to where you started though.
I see Leo.
Go back to where you started though. Going to do one by one.
Doing his thing.
You know exactly what's happening.
Sure. I'm going to do one by one because I want to make sure proximity is taken into account. So, Kincaid, you're the closest to a person, and you do have methods of kind of detaining them a little bit more thoroughly. Do you wish to engage in those methods? Like handcuffs,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'll cuff him. I'm gonna put him up against the wall and question him.
Okay. So you give him like a quick, street pat down, and then like put his hands behind his back and give him the cuffs. What are the questions?
What do you want with Big Toe?
Fucking faraways. We need them, and they won't fucking answer the call. We got word that he was in town doing work for the Valiant fucking Tinos. Bitch boss of theirs won't talk to us though. We need their help, and she owes us.
How'd you know where to find him?
What are you, a cop? He kind of looks at you.
Yes.
Why the fuck are you with him? Murderer, gun
Don't
runner,
worry about it.
drug dealer, piece of shit. All those faraways.
Answer the question.
I don't remember it. I was yelling. What'd you say?
How did you find him?
Oh fuck! We were hanging out at Mega Building 2. A couple of our folks have been squatting there, and we saw this big truck driving through the other day, so we kept more watchful, and then we saw it pull up to this apartment complex. Friends already did what they had to do to it.
Does
Lucky
Big Toe
fine,
hear
that's all.
this?
Yeah, nope. Distance is pretty far away.
Okay, just making sure.
I mean, I'll share it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really think of what else.
All right. While you're detaining that individual, I would say that the next closest individual to a body would be Grip. You have the two dead guys near you. Do you want to engage with them in any specific way?
This is the Grip?
Yeah.
Maybe just checking their equipment.
The guy, Knock, he had a very strange looking custom shotgun, auto shotgun. Smart, linked, and weird. I know the name of the shotgun, but my brain doesn't. And I'm Googling it right now.
An exciting cop out.
Listen.
I know it. The brain does.
It is a Kang Tao L69 Nice Zuo. And it looks like this. But the one that he's wielding is not factory new like that picture is. And I'll show you folks at home what it looks like as well. It is not factory new. As I mentioned, it looks like the Smart Link functionality is kind of like jury rigged, kind of like wires coming out of those like tech boxes in the kind of bottom portion and all attached to his wrist. Removing it looks like it wouldn't be an issue. I mean, just pull the cords. But fixing it up may require a tech to kind of like make it work the way it's supposed to.
Then, yeah, sure, I'll grab it for you.
You pull the plugs out, and when you do so, you're actually surprised to see that they come out with a bit out of the flesh, not like a neat plug at the like contact point of the wrist. So you're actually pulling wires out of his body that then snap off as they come out of him. Blood starts kind of rushing out of his wrists all over the floor. He was already dead, but there's still blood in there.
It's less of a rush, more of a gurgle after the heart stops.
I would say, yeah. He's been dead for like 10, 20 seconds, but yeah, it's still, a decent amount of blood. Okay. You've got the shotgun. And then we'll go ahead and do next closest. It looks like it'll be Squints.
I'll go. And you said this guy is just passed out, right?
Which one? That guy?
Tech guy? The one I'm closest to.
It looked like he got microwaved to the head, which Star Wars, A New Hope. You remember when they shoot Princess Leia and she falls over? Very similar effect.
I'm gonna just search his body and get all the weapons away and see what I can find.
He's got a cyber deck on his wrist. Looks like he is got a pistol on him, and I would say that when he got knocked over, his katana probably fell to the side.
Okay, I would definitely get the pistol out and take the cyber deck and the katana.
Okay. All right. Next closest would be Kincaid.
He already did me.
Not Kincaid, Big Toe.
Big Toe.
All right. So, if I heard correctly, they fucked with Tank?
They fucked with what?
Tank?
Kincaid says it.
Sounds like they saw it.
They saw your
vehicle in the area.
Saw your vehicle in the area.
Oh, but they didn't fuck with it. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I don't
You don't know if they fucked with it or
not. Big Toe is going to hobble over to the one who ran. Actually, he's going to hobble over to the sniper.
Yeah, he's got his hands up and kind of backs away from you, away from his gun. Kind of looks at you. Don't want no trouble. We were just trying to get a hold of you. We didn't come here to be hostile. We really just want to get a hold of Amanda. You guys owe us a favor. We need it.
For fucking what?
That situation back in '76. You don't know about it?
You're talking about the gang.
How the fuck do you think you got your camp safe after the situation in '76, man?
What the fuck?
We helped you. You hired us. We worked for hella cheap. We came out and helped the Faraway clan deal with the fucking Raph and Shiv.
Oh. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I get it, but just say you don't want to fuck with us. Simple as.
We have fucking agents for a reason. You can just text me.
We tried and called Amanda, and she fucking won't answer.
I don't know. I'm kind of here, busy. You're kind of just showing up here kind of makes it worse.
Look. It's Night City. All's fair. Fine. A couple of our guys died. A couple of your guys got wounded. We can call it square. I'm going to say that if we want to just go ahead and just be peaceful about it, no bad blood, that's fine. All I need you to do to make amends here, because she still owes us, is you need to make sure that she gets a hold of Gunner by the end of this next week. Or 6th Street's going to have to turn his attention up in Dustin. Period.
Yeah, I can talk to her.
Thank you, man. I thought she was going to be an honorable fucking nomad pack, and we helped her block off the Raph and Shiv, and now it seems like she's acted just like them. No honor.
She's good. She's good. It's just we're going through some shit right now.
What the fuck's happening in Dustin?
We're trying to get everything all together, and it's difficult, and fucking the scavs and everything, they're everywhere. The cunts. We're trying to get them out.
Yeah, they fucking are. Okay. Well, shit, just say that you have another problem. I mean, I'm sure that Gunner would probably not be a huge fan of having to do you another favor without you answering your goddamn calls, but...
No, we're good for it, I promise.
Okay. Well, you know what? When you get to her, tell her Gunner wants to speak to her, and, I'll try and keep the peace. My name's Arby, by the way, and he kind of gestures his hand to do a handshake.
He's going to do a handshake.
All right.
You already know me, Big Toe.
Yep, he kind of tips the hat. Yeah, you kind of got a rep. Pretty mean driver out there in the sands. And
yeah, I fucking hope so.
Cutting lastly to Leo, you see Squints go to your quarry as you're walking towards him, pull the cyber deck and start pulling off the gear. What would you do as you come up behind Squints? A menacing shadow standing behind him, eyes glowing. The Netrunners are
Rifle
mine.
Straight into the mouth and just shoot it.
You put the gun into his mouth and pull the trigger?
Oh yeah.
You would see Arby kind of oh shit, and kind of back away from you. What the fuck? And then
no. Sorry.
This guy right here, like, he sees that, and you see him start crawling. No, fuck, no, it's over. But
He asked for a clean death.
Preacher dies. She blows head off. And Squints, you're kind of like taken aback
I would
too.
fall back. Oh no, I'm real taken back. I'm scared. Like I would drop everything. I was like, "Whoa, man, he was down," and just like I would crawl backwards. He'd be flipping out.
As
The
the
rifle
guy,
fires 3 shots. It's a resounding like.
yeah.
Right.
But Kincaid,
Splatter on me.
you kind of have the guy kind of press to the wall and kind of turn him around, and then that happens. He kind of looks to the side and he looks at you. What the fuck, man? And he kind of shakes his head.
He wanted a clean death.
No, nobody's talking to you. He was talking to Kincaid. Sorry. He kind of looks at you, Kincaid.
Oh, they're talking to me?
Yeah, he kind of looks at you as you kind of you cuffed him and then like spun him around and talked to him. And then as that was happening, you two were talking as they blow off Breacher's head. This guy kind of looks at you, and it's kind of like, "What the fuck, man?" To you, Kincaid, kind of like a whisper.
Kincaid's gonna look awfully disappointed at Leo. Stand this guy up, uncuff him. Leo, get these doors open.
Okay, yeah, I'm on it.
I'm not responsible for gang shit.
Love it.
It's super easy to do.
Pick your buddy up off the ground.
He walks over to check. He doesn't even go to check Breacher. He just stays away from Leo. He'll check his guy here. Look at Grip, who's kind of pulled the shotgun, nods his head, and you would recognize this kind of like solo mentality, like your kill, you eat what you kill kind of situation. He kind of nods his head at you, like, yeah, fair's fair. And he doesn't fuck with the corpses here, and he'll kind of walk around and grab his buddy here, pick him up. Said, you can overhear him say, "Big Toe," as he kind of like picks him up and moves past you. He says, "It was a fucking risky maneuver, man. What the fuck were you thinking?" I was thinking, "Get the fuck out of here, man. These guys are crazy." And then Arby will kind of like be the last one out, kind of tip his hat. Big Toe.
As he's scooping up his buddy, I'm gonna yell at the masked guy. Hey, you forget my face.
What face? And he'll kind of like walk on. And your reputation with the 6th Street will now be considered a 4. Leo, your reputation with 6th Street will be... These are things you can add to your sheets, by the way. Sorry, and there's a reputation slot. You can add multiple reputation blocks. So put 6th Street.
Ooh.
Kincaid, yours will be a 4.
Where's reputation?
There's a whole thing. It's under your like ammo count.
Yep.
No, sorry, it's down under your like love affairs and personality stuff.
Yep. It's yep.
It's towards the bottom.
Towards the bottom, gotcha. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 6th Street 4.
So
see, I thought we would never use that, and that's where I put all my perks. So I gotta fix that later.
Perk should go in your gear slot and just have the parentheses perk, so it's easy to kind of.
I'll clean it up.
No worries. So Leo, your reputation with 6th Street will be a 6. And then Big Toe, your reputation with 6th Street will be a 6 as well.
Nice.
Everyone else, reputation with 6th Street is going to be a 2. You didn't really shine outside of anything. You didn't do anything crazy or like.
I don't know. Grip squeezed the guy's head off.
Not off, but yeah, like pretty well dead. But they'll dip out. When you get outside and start moving towards Big Toe's tank, you will see that the blade, the dozer blade, does have tagging on it. It appears that they've tagged 6th Street's logo onto the dozer blade, and then says underneath it, "Pay your debts, Amanda."
Do I see their car?
No, they booked it.
Fucking asshole.
I'm assuming that you guys are spending a little time kind of gathering yourself after they leave, though. They're just walking out. Like, if they left it on the ground, they're leaving it on the ground. It's yours. You want it. That's yours now.
I'd want the microwaver if he left it.
Yeah, he dropped it. So yeah, I said that's true. So
yeah, drop a lot.
What kind of sniper was it?
Just a sniper rifle, box standard.
I mean, I'll grab it and bring it back to Hungary to sell.
I'll drop a line to Murphy. Let her know there might need a cleanup in the.
She'll say, "Look up." If you look up to the 4th floor where she's at, you can see that she's at the window watching.
Any chance you can clean up any cameras around here?
There are no cameras. You're good. That's why I chose the place.
Sorry for the mess.
Yeah, no problem.
And
right.
yeah, Kincaid walks out. He's not stealing stuff off of corpses.
So if you head
You boys, it's a smorgasbord for the rest of you.
if you head to the truck, like I said, that's painted. Does anybody want to take anything off of the bodies? The cyber deck was taken by Squints. What else did you take off of him?
The katana.
The katana. His pistol was kind of left there. Just a.
Did it look normal?
It's a piece of shit.
Okay, then yeah, I'd leave it.
Yeah.
It's got the katana, cyber deck, and the microwaver.
Yep. And then the auto shotgun is on grip.
Grip.
Did anybody want anything else? There was the Militech.
Jonah said money.
Oh, money. If you kind of go through and like pull, you'll note that they seem to have cred chips. So credit cards effectively, but it looks like they're secure accounts. So what that means is that they're linked to biomonitors. So the second that they die, the funds get dispersed to effectively like a trust or a fund group.
Fuck. What kind of katana did you say it was?
Just a regular katana, so it'll be a heavy melee weapon.
Kendachi Mano, or
no? It is a heavy melee weapon.
Like generic.
You just type the words "heavy melee weapon."
Oh, okay. And then the shotgun we were gonna look at and try to play with.
It is a Kang Tao
Up to 69.
Yeah, 69. Nice. L69 Zuo is what it is. It is an exotic shotgun that can only shoot shells. It requires a smart gun, link, or subdermal grip to operate. It allows you to re-roll the attack roll, similar to how a smart gun roll is when it is fixed, but it is not currently fixed. And it deals an additional d6 damage with its shell shots, so it'll be 4d6 instead of 3d6 for its damage. Otherwise, it is just a shotgun.
I would let everybody know that I can get this fixed up if anyone's interested in it.
To fix it to right, it'll take a DV17, but it would only take like a few hours to get it done.
Yeah, and but if anyone's interested, let me know and I can get it to you.
No materials. If you fail the check to fix it by more than 5, it will require resources to repair after that.
I just want to check this guy's neuroport, see if there's just anything relevant.
It's gone. You blew it out when you shot him in the mouth.
That's fine.
You're actually surprised because neuroports are typically installed in the neck. This guy appears to have his like where the medulla oblongata is located, and he doesn't seem to have one.
The medulla oblongata.
Very strange. But yeah, his head case is basically leaking blood, brain, and this white kind of cooling material.
Shrug and walk off after Kincaid.
Our head case has an anger problem.
Do you ask Squints for the cyber deck, or do you relinquish the cyber deck, Squints, to Leo?
Oh yeah, no, I would. Yeah, he freaked me out with that. Yeah, I said I dropped. Well, I dropped it when I backed up, so if he just picks it up, he can.
Yep.
I dropped everything off that dude. Yeah.
Okay. You would note that it appears to be off, and what you note too is it cannot be turned on unless it is connected to a biomonitor. It seems to be a hard lockout. You can remove the hard lockout if you have a tech operate on it, but you physically cannot get into it unless you jack it into yourself and have a biomonitor.
Nah, I'll just drop it and walk off.
All right. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
I pick it back up and watch him walk away.
Yeah. And you'd be, as a Kang Tao operative familiar with Netrunners, you would know that this trick, the biomonitor link to kind of like power up a device, is typically a military practice that's utilized by Lazarus, which is not the Lazarus program, Lazarus military group. I know, it's confusing. And Militech, NUSA, Chinese military, other organizations kind of do this so that if their cyber deck gets confiscated, it can only be operated or turned on even by a biomonitor link from the correct party.
Got it.
Okay. You get into Big Toe's truck, and I'm going to say that I know that we are technically on the docket for about 40 more minutes, but that was all stalling. We could get back into the job, but we do not have Hungry. It's up to you if you folks want to do some more kind of like legwork on the Macroware gig or not. Or we can discuss how you take some days off to heal yourself, because some of you got hit pretty good.
Yes.
Let's do that.
That's probably a pretty good idea.
Yeah, so we don't have
I need a new
time frame,
jacket.
right? On the we don't have like a we need to get the Macrowave stuff done by a certain date.
No. You don't have a set time.
Preferably before I go back on the force.
Right, which is on Wednesday.
If that is a thing, we can keep separated. I think we have about a week still.
Nope. So that was the 16th.
I keep losing track of days.
So you're on Sunday the 16th, and you would have done that early morning. So we're probably at noon on the 16th when we're kind of starting our stuff. So January calendar is in our pinned posts, I believe. Let's see.
Shit, is it the 20th I go back?
Yeah. Which means you'll be going back on Thursday.
That's weird.
Well, let me explain. So weekdays don't matter.
Oh
There
yeah,
is no
everybody works like
regularity.
80-hour weeks and stuff.
Yeah, there's no regularity of Saturday, Sunday being days off.
Fucking labor laws in Night City.
This dystopian hellhole
Right.
where an 80-hour work week is a privilege.
So the reason why Thursday is typically an optimal day is because for smaller gig jobs, like people working in like food, people working in like all these other smaller times who moonlight as gangers will typically have the weekends off, or at least Saturday off, and the party like mentality of the weekend being a party time is very, very prominent. So they want you to come back right when things are going to be picking up. Why bring you in on a Monday? It's a waste of time. You're just going to be sitting around for like 3 days. Who gives a fuck? Get to work. You already know how to do it. We don't need to train you. Get to fucking work.
So the main thing, if we're gonna take a few days off, the main thing Big Toe would do is go talk to Amanda.
Okay. Well, first things first. Is that what we want to do? Do we want to go ahead and break from it and say, hey, we need to do X, do Y?
It sounds like at the very least you guys need to heal up. A couple of you got messed up.
Okay.
To fix my
I got
legs.
blasted.
So you go.
We should honestly though send Hungry the details that we dropped those 3 6-streeters, right? Because the Valentinos were wanting to track that.
Yeah.
Is that correct, John?
That is correct, but I just want to make sure that that's what you're doing. You are doing it, right?
Kincaid would want to be dropped off at his place.
Okay.
It's like I'll just text him the details of that, and that 3 of them have been taken care of.
Okay, so Big Toe, you're heading out to Dustin. You tell everybody that. So you would drop off Kincaid at his apartment on the way. Grip, Leo, are you being dropped off at Mega Building 3?
Yes, please.
For you as well, Grip? Okay. And then last but not least, Squint, you want to be dropped off at your apartment?
So
I probably need to find a doctor. I got shot in the head.
Do you want to get dropped off at a clinic? The closest one to you before? Okay. So if you're dropping him off at the closest clinic to where you had that shootout, you'll be going to a little pharmacy called Red Tails located here. When you go into the pharmacy, you would see that there is a woman standing behind the counter, and you go in, Chody, and she appears to be a bioexotic, which I don't know if you know what that means. But basically, she's had work done on her to make herself look like a bunny girl.
Nice.
And she says, "How can I help you? Doc's not in right now."
I got shot in the head, and I need patched up.
Oh, you poor thing. Unfortunately, like I said, the doc's not in right now, so I can only just sell you drugs.
I can only sell you drugs.
That sounds
We
good
can-
too.
We can work that way.
Yeah. So you gotta
You know when he's gonna be back?
She'll walk over to you. Hold on a second. What damage did you have to the head?
I'm down to 28 out of 40.
You just
I had
wounded.
12.
You don't have any critical injuries or anything?
No.
Okay.
I have a
Then
headache. It hurts.
She is going to sell you a speed heal. And she'll sell it to you for... It costs 200 eddies to make one. So she's going to sell it to you for 5.
500?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Alright. So you give her 500 eddies, and she's going to kind of like, do like first aid on your head to kind of like, help your wound there. And then she takes an air hypo, places it like right above your temple, and just... And the second it hits, it's like... Whoa. Everything just goes numb in your head, and you kind of like wiggle the goggles to like make sure they're on right, and the blue color of them like in your head like moves like waves, and you're kind of like, it's like you're inside of an ocean for this moment, and you're kind of like, oh. Then you're going to add up your body and your will, and you're going to heal that many hit points.
Well, okay.
You heal that many hit points.
Cody, before I forget, Kincaid did promise you 500 for helping with the tracker. I went ahead and just subtracted it from myself. If you want to say that covers your...
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Are we all in there? Or is
No. He said just drop me off at a clinic, and he went in.
Yeah. Yeah, sent his ass in there.
If you wanted to go in, you could, but he said he just wanted to be dropped off at a clinic.
No.
She'll then kind of like hand you a bag, like a small little like brown kind of paper bag, and kind of hand that to you and says, "There's some supplements in there. Take those tomorrow morning. I would suggest getting some bed rest. It doesn't look like it's all well to do, and you should be okay after about a day's worth of rest, honey. Okay?"
Oh.
Did you get in a firefight, or did something fall and hit you in the head?
It was an accident. I don't know. Something fell, hit the stairs. I don't know.
Is that what he's wanting you to say to people?
No, everything's fine.
It's okay, honey. It's okay. She pulls a card out from behind.
I made him mad.
She pulls a card out from behind the counter and puts it in the bag, and then hands that over to you. When you check the bag later, when you're getting on public, it says abusive spouse being placed into a horrible situation. Call this number, and it's an NCPD line.
Oh, this is very
Kincaid.
helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, Kincaid shows up. What's going on? What's going on, Squids?
Seems to be a problem, ma'am. Oh.
So
I'll go back and try to sleep at my place.
Kincaid, you get dropped off at your apartment. You go up. Nothing crazy's happened there. Nothing wild. You enter in, just relaxing for the remainder of the day, or do you have anything you want to do?
I'm at the very least going to scan the apartment with the
Nothing's changed. Yeah, the bug detector. It seems like
bug detector.
It seems like nothing is like present here that you aren't aware of.
Okay.
All right. Grip and Leo, you make it back to your apartments respectively. Do you talk on the way up the elevators or keep to yourselves?
Doing all right there, big guy?
I mean, not as bad as Squints.
He'll be all right. I think Big Toe had it the worst.
Yeah, that's what happens when he doesn't have his fucking car to hide behind.
Got a good point. Also, the guy scares the shit out of me when he drives. I don't want to ride with him ever again.
Yeah, I feel safer inside of the car than outside of the car when he's driving.
Well, you missed when someone was chasing us and he just did a U-turn and just rammed him.
Again. Safer inside of the car than outside of the car.
I don't know. I don't think Hungry thought so. He hopped out.
Yeah. Hungry and I don't always see eye to eye on everything.
The elevator would key to, I think, Grip would be the lower of the two drop-offs. But you make it to your apartments respectively, unless you guys buddy up and go drinking or some shit. But if you go respective distances, is there anything that you do to kind of wind down Grip? You know that it's just going to be a couple days or maybe a day worth of rest to get you back onto the heel on the mend. I don't think I did that much.
I don't think I'm actually gonna need like hospital recovery because it's only a few hit points. So I'm gonna go back for therapy.
Okay, so you're gonna do therapy for the rest of the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put another day on it. You would basically like get there, kind of go, hey, give her a call. You give Bunny Doll a call and see if she's free, and she is free. And you head over to her pharmacy. She doesn't have a clinic. It's just a pharmacy. You kind of sit in the back and talk to her. And that's over near where Kincaid lives. Just up the road from him, actually. Leo, when you get in, is there anything that you want to kind of fuck around with or do?
Yeah, so like on the drive over is when I was just gonna flick those details over to Hungry, just so he could just pass it on to Valentinos.
For sure.
And then I'm gonna go back. Yeah. And I'm just going to go back to my project that I've been working on with the 6th Street.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an interface roll. It's not technically with the 6th Street. It's with a member of, if we understand the project the same. You're talking about your target?
Yeah, you said he was a 6th Street guy.
He is a 6th Street. It's not with 6th Street. It's with a person who happens to be a 6th Streeter. Okay. So what you're able to determine is that as you're kind of like determining more about this individual, you come to the realization that the individual's icon is not exactly identical to the icon of the Netrunner you just buried, but it has similarities. And once you realize there are 3 Netrunners in 6th Street that have these similar icons, and they call themselves the 3 Wise Men. Very original name. It's just skull heads with like different kind of like versions of the American flag over the forehead. The one that you killed, you're able to kind of identify like retrospectively as Breacher, and that's the guy who's dead now. But this guy you're tailing and kind of getting information on, his name is Impaler. And you're able to set up a meet with him on Monday night. Is there any location in particular that you would want to meet him at, or any type of location that you'd want to meet him at?
I remember we discussed it. It was just like somewhere private.
Got it.
Like obviously not cameras that are around.
Okay. So that'll be Monday night. Tomorrow is Monday. Then we have, last but not least, Big Toe. Squints. Before Big Toe. Squints. We already did Squints. Big Toe.
Wow, you are just on a roll tonight.
Squints.
It's been a tough night.
Thank you, Zach. I really appreciate your.
No, I mean
empathy.
with bullying me.
Oh no! I wasn't trying to bully you. You're the last one I want to play with because I like where the story's going with you. And Squints was on the road, so I just wanted to make sure. And my brain forgot that we did the whole him getting healed. So you make it back out to Dustin. When you get there, the drive up through the scav area, you notice that there's a lot more damage in the apartment areas than normal, and you would see what looks like a very heavily armored vehicle that looks like it is in like complete disarray, blown up, like smoldering, fire still kind of shooting out the sides of it, and just a mess of this armored vehicle. And as you're kind of passing by, you kind of keep your distance from this mess. But it looks as though there's like a good 20 or so scavs who are kind of like up on this higher area near like the apartment's entrance. And it looks like they have like 4 or 5 individuals with bags over their heads. And you're able to see one of them get their heads blown off in the kind of passing. Do you just keep making your way up to Dustin, or do you want to try and fuck with the situation I've explained to you?
Do I recognize any of the clothing on these people? Like on the people with bags on their heads, or are they just randoms?
Make a perception roll.
Perception. That's a dash awareness.
Mm-hmm.
14.
They don't look familiar to you. They definitely look like they're probably just like random people who were squatting or living in the apartment complexes, these abandoned buildings in Dustin. The complex of apartment buildings that were supposed to be Conapps, but never quite got picked up.
Gotcha. I will keep driving because
Okay.
I'm confident in my abilities, but I don't know if I could take on 20.
The road to Dustin goes through the apartment areas I mentioned. Then it kind of winds up the hill, passes by this lone advertisement stand just placed there, and you would know that your clan keeps one person there vigilantly watching from that point at all times. You would know that there does not appear to be a person up there today. You come down the other side of the hill, and the defenses for the clan are kind of like road barricades that have been stacked on top of each other, and a couple of like hand-placed turret systems with Militech heavy machine guns and the like kind of set up. Out in front of the space, there's probably half a dozen cars that look like they're on fire and kind of burning, similar to the one down the way. And then it also looks like there's probably 20 or so individuals, corpses, just lined out outside of the camp.
Okay.
You can still see the flickering glow of the scav masks. And it looks like it was a group of scavengers that tried to rush the front of the camp and failed miserably. You would drive through, and you kind of get like the clear for some of the more solo-minded guards of your defense post, and you make your way in to try and find Fairway. If you kind of stop and kind of ask somebody on the way, they tell you that she's at the garage.
All right, I head to the garage.
Okay. When you get there, parking the car, she'd kind of look at you and say, "Where the fuck were you?"
I was doing a job. What happened?
Check your agent.
I check it?
No calls, no text, nothing.
Nothing.
What the fuck? We got attacked earlier today.
Did our people get taken?
No. No, we're all good.
These were all scavs.
Yeah. About 20 of them. They ran right at the fucking walls like idiots.
Oh.
But we sent out a message to everybody to get them back in. What the fuck? This is, seems they're a bit grumpy. I've, made a connection with a, nomad clan. We're in talks. Apparently something's happening down in Boxville, and looks like I'm going to possibly get some more folks around here to help out with things.
And they're in Boxville?
Yeah, the Gibsons. Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have, you have. If you haven't, you haven't. You just play it as you know your character would. I'm not going to tell you more about them. If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I know about them. So they're coming here.
Yeah, apparently they had a falling out with the Andersons, and they're not meant for that kind of space. So we're going to welcome them in, add them to the faraways, and continue growing. I think that's all we can do.
So I got attacked by 6th Street a couple hours ago. Well, I don't know if they were all 6th Street. They probably were. But they want you to speak to someone named Gunn.
Gunner. I told him I wasn't going to. He thinks I owe him a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go talk to him?
No. Nothing against you, Big Toe, but I don't think you have the tongue for it.
Oh, no. I wasn't planning on talking.
Oh. Definitely not then.
Oh,
We don't want to cause any problems with 6th Street. The only
Yeah.
reason we're able to maintain any kind of functionality is because we sometimes hire their crew, members of their gang, to help us protect our jobs. If we were to work up on the hill, scavs would come at us all the time. When we do gigs for the rich folks up in North Oak, we hire them for protection.
Hmm.
I thought that was satisfactory enough, that we're giving them a line of work, but apparently Gunner doesn't seem to think so. He wants us to join in on this fucking gang war between them and the Valentinos. We got people in this fucking gang who are connected. The Steel Vaqueros, the backers have some connections to the Valentinos, toe cutters. There's no fucking way we're going to war with the Valentinos. It's fucking stupid. Shit. I need a fixer. They need to fucking help us mediate this problem. Do you think Hungary's got the mind for it, or is he too much of a city boy? If so, I'll call
no,
Dakota.
Hungry is good. He's a big picture thinker. I'll try to talk to him when I see him next.
What's he busy with?
Right now,
What's he busy with? What's the job? What's he doing?
right. We're going to go see about macroware. They think it's a bad play because one of our net runners, he has some it was a lady, forgot her name, Lux something.
You know, I've known you for a while, Big Toe, and one of the fastest drivers I know, but it takes you fucking forever to get to the point.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Lux
fine.
Lee.
Holly.
That-
He kind of she gestures, and you see this other girl kind of come over. She a bit older, and she says, "Yeah, boss." Sounds like Big Toe's gonna need some help with their current job. Get it over with, get it done with, so we can fucking take a little bit more attention from their fixer. We need it. Big Toe, you got Holly's number?
Yeah.
She's yours for the time being. Whatever you need to do to get your job done, to help you with the fixer. Don't worry about pay cuts. If she's involved in it, in the action, so much the better. If your fixer wants to pay her, great. If not, that's fine too. She's mine. I'm giving her to you for the time being. She's going to help you with your gig. Get it done if you need to get it done, or just move on. I need your fixer's attention. 100% of it. Let him know.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to play ball, I'll go to Dakota.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I got some help with Jasmine to help me find that.
Good. Who is it? Your fixer friend Hungry?
It's his friend Flasher, and then another lady in a wheelchair.
Do you mean Mal?
Yeah.
Hold on. She says his name. Mal Deventure?
Yeah.
I don't trust that guy. Don't fuck with him.
Why not? I'm not saying I won't listen, but
Well,
what's wrong with him?
back in the time of the Red, you're a bit young, but if I recall correctly, he did hang around with your dad.
Probably. I don't know.
He's a bit of a shark. Sold shit wares to people. Real crappy shit that you find in dumpsters, gutters, whatever. Just made moves the best he can. Got on the side of some pretty bad motherfuckers in the old combat zone. Word on the street is he actually called in a security firm to give them some leverage in that neck of the woods. Some people think that it's Mal who actually caused the situation we're in today, with Arasaka returning to Night City and having the power it has. Mal is said to have been the one who brought in Danger Gal into the old combat zone. Caused a lot of problems. Some pretty badass heavy hitters doing some pretty nasty wet works on some important folk in that neck of the woods.
And
Mal's, he's a very self-interested individual, but he definitely plays it off as if he's a kindly guy. That's how he takes you in, though. Just be mindful. If you want to fuck with him, you can fuck with him. If your friends are fucking with him, you may not even have a choice, right?
kind of.
But watch your back. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Of course. Polly,
Alright,
make sure
I'll
that
go.
they get their job done. Get it done as quick as you can, okay? Or talk them off of it and tell them I can get them some good work. Come work with for me. Get them. I could probably pay them $20,000 to help me out with this mediator job. That's a lot of money, but it's pretty much all I got right now in the fundage. So
I'll let you know any first aid.
yeah. Also, he did hire some of our people. If he needs some more construction work done, we could do that for him on trade. Whatever he needs. Okay. Anything else you want to say to Amanda or ask her?
No, I'm good.
Good shit. And I think that's it, right? Everybody's going to be taking Monday off, I think, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. Sort of, yeah. So we'll start the next session with that activity. That'll be fun. But if everybody else is going to be taking the day off and you have damage, regular healing for a day is
Your body.
just your body. Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. Okay.
So go ahead.
I don't know how injuries work. If you
Injuries have
still
to
need
be
to get those fixed individually.
fixed. Jonah, if you are on site, you can pay to have your injuries fixed by the Nomad group, but you will have it done at a discount. This is only true if this does not require a surgery roll. First aid for torn muscle, and then you have a collapsed lung.
Yeah.
It does require a surgery, so they will charge you for that.
Okay.
It will be $250 for the collapsed lung.
Okay.
Okay, so you'll get the 2 injuries removed, and then you'll just restore your hit points at your pleasure.
Okay. So, I could get up to full or just body?
You'll just get your body back. Yeah,
Yeah. It's basically at full in here, so it's all good.
cool. Okay, any
Alright.
questions for me before? Go ahead.
My armor. Can I fix that?
You'd have to just buy new armor jacks.
Okay.
Repairing is something that techs can do, but costs-wise, it's not efficient.
I got you. Yeah, I'll just buy
Yeah,
body armor.
cool. All right, that's where we'll end the session for tonight then. A little early, but I think fair. And we'll begin next session on Monday night with Leo the Lion doing some cool shit to the Sixth Streeters. See you then.
Bang, bang.